Now that the tournament is over, it's back to reality. Back to the harpy job, back to the big question of how we're even getting there. I knew Willow would probably want to exhaust all their options before resorting to their boat, so when they asked me to join them in Regalport to help hunt for affordable travel options, I was happy to oblige. Back to Regalport, back to Edmund Beckett. Using the intel I gathered during my initial stakeout, I paid the Crown a visit, disguised as one of the staff members. As luck would have it, I stumbled upon one Alonzo Reedfoot, Edmund's longtime butler. According to him, Edmund won't be back in Regalport until next month, when he plans to attend an art auction. But in the meantime, I have his suite number, I know his butler's face, and I even know the auction house. Patience. And perhaps more patience could have been applied to Damon Ardantego. You know, you don't lunge, you don't attack, you don't bite back when I bite you. Which says one of two things. You're not here to bite? That's exactly what you want me to think. Here I was worried about you finding out who we really were, but you seem to already know. You knew about the eye, at least. How did you know about the eye? I was hoping not to tip my hand so early, but Damon sees through me. Of course he does. He's smart. I knew that the moment I met him. And now he's rejected the harpy job thanks to my bladed tongue. As if he gives a damn about my opinion. He is lonely, I am sure of that. But a lonely man does not a good man make. Duncan proved that all too well. So here I thought I'd be happy to see him forfeit his potential spot on the job. We don't need him. He and Aggie can go kill each other for all I care. And yet he's left me itchy. He knows things about us. Knows about my eye, maybe more. Might know Luca has amnesia, recognizes Willow's style of tinkering as being similar to that of Central Siri. Sovereigns know what else he's privy to. I only read his surface-level thoughts. I read his thoughts. I read his mind. Against his will. No time to dwell on that. There are more important things for me to focus on right now.
Good morning. I brought you breakfast. You seemed tired, so I let you sleep in.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Looks good.
What are you writing there? And I set the tray of food down on the bed between us.
Just taking down some notes about yesterday. Got anything you'd like to add?
Oh, let me get my journal. We can cross-reference. Well, I always start with the date and a little description of where I was when I was writing so that if I forget, it's easy to remember.
Makes sense. So what is it that Luca Carnson wants to remember?
Well, the date was the 10th of Erie. The weather was cozy. It was dry enough to hang the sheets out without having to worry about them getting wet again. And I wrote this journal in my room after a day of rest following my tournament victory. In the morning, I prepared a large breakfast. My assumption was that we would be going to the Jenkins workshop that day to begin aiding Willow in repairs, with the intent of getting the boat in working condition. When it was all fixed up, we'd use it to travel to where the Jenny was attacked and deal with the harpy nest. At least that's what I thought. But then my friend, N, pointed out that Willow never agreed to that plan. That maybe they didn't want people invading their personal space like that, which is something that I don't really understand. So, I decided we'd chat with Willow later, see what our options are, and get some input from them.
Mm-hmm.
Willow and Kat joined us for lunch. Willow came by to retrieve the fin from the fish dog robot that they left in my armor. Kat followed along, as cats do. We had breakfast for lunch because we had so many leftovers. N and Willow, that's you, left for Regalport to do research into our travel options and commit various felonies, I assume, while I stayed back to be the best nurse in salvage and keep Kat entertained.
All right, golden boy, I got the picture.
Kat and Luca spoke about Willow. Kat thought that maybe I had been flirting with Willow, which is ridiculous because I I wouldn't want to flirt with my friends. So Kat didn't need to worry about that. And we did talk about Willow as friends, nothing bad. And I went back to work until Anne, that's you, returned from Regalport and we went to the Quailed for dinner. There, Willow surprised us by saying that their boat would be the best option to use during the harpy job. And I'm not, well, anyway. So we have our travel plan set. Now we just need to repair the boat without Bruno finding out. And then after that, I received a nice surprise. Anne, that's you. I've written Anne, so I'll just say Anne. Anne surprised me with a fancy coat that I can use during seafaring, one that was made for such an occasion. And they did so while asking if we could travel together from now on, for us to be a team, for us to be friends. You probably don't want to hear everything I wrote about that. So Anne slept in my room, in my bed. I think they were tired. And here we are.
And here we are.
Right. Momentary pause while I make sure that our audio is coming through clearly.
And while I scream.
We stabilized now?
You sounded good.
Are we?
Sounds good.
I don't know.
Before to me is
Yeah.
all the way through. So
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad because that was so good. Oh my god, the
Dude.
art.
Has Zeke seen the art?
Dude, that's you.
I have not!
Zeke, have
I'll
you looked
send
at
you the
screen? Yeah.
I don't have the stream
know.
open because I have to do DM things.
I'll send you the art. No,
Okay.
it's in the Discord.
Oh man.
That's adorable. God, we're so good.
We are.
It's so
Once again,
good.
thank you, Rom, for your art. It's amazing.
Yes.
Dude.
Thank you,
problem.
Rom.
Thank you both for that recap. My heart is in shambles.
So,
Oh my gosh.
where would we like to start?
Yeah.
Shall we hop over to the Jenkins workshop?
I
Sure.
think so. I
Yeah.
think it'd be good to check in on Willow.
So, are you ready for that?
Yes. Oh wait, checking in or just starting there? Because I think Willow
As
would
in
wake early and
starting.
start on their own.
Yes, as in where we're opening, where the camera lands.
Yes, I say the Jenkins workshop. After that.
All right. So, early morning in the Jenkins workshop, though maybe not as early as you like, Willow, you awake. Feeling
Bleh.
a little dehydrated.
Hmm?
You had a fair bit to drink last night.
And was kept
You're a
busy
little
through the
bit-
evening.
Yeah. You also had a late night.
Yes.
But so you're a little worn down from partying it up,
Hmm.
but not too badly.
No. I imagine a sort of thrumming feeling, like a general buzz, but nothing too debilitating.
Yeah. Nope. Nothing that like a shower and some rehydration won't fix.
Yeah. Liz going to do their usual, leave Cat to sleep because
Mhm.
Cat sleeps in. Start her on their boat, getting ready for work as usual. Even though they know, I think despite the buzz, that there is something else behind the buzz and the tiredness that they are trying to keep at bay by just throwing themselves immediately into work as soon as they wake up, basically after they wash their face and have a big glass of water.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to start downstairs in their boat in the workshop
Mm-hmm.
and look at the big pile of stuff that they have gathered over the past, years, but collated into the boat in the past year,
Yeah.
within the past year.
Yeah.
Consolidated into their basement, basically.
Yeah, your storage pile.
Yeah. And
A lot of it is
Sorry?
I was going to say a lot of it is just gathered materials for repairs that you just haven't gotten around to using yet. So it's wood and sail and so on. Rope.
Yeah,
So much rope.
Willow would
Oh god, so much rope.
lots and lots of rope, not all of it bundled correctly, not all of it like cable managed very well, just kind of if
Yeah.
in a hurry, tossed in a tangled lump in the corner.
Yeah.
Their usual dangling things that they have working on, bits and bobs that they would like put together in their tinkering if they needed
Yeah.
it. The same one that Luca waded through on his first day here.
Yeah.
Like hanging vines in a jungle. But before they get too overwhelmed, they're going to just start at a corner with their usual array of crap and
Yeah.
tap Fish Dog awake with a little nudge on the
Yeah.
head. 2
Ding.
taps and yep, beep boop, and hop to it. Also, I do believe however Willow blasts music in their house, with love to Cat, it won't be maybe blasted, but it'll be loud enough that Willow can work.
Yep.
Without their thoughts catching up to them.
You have Fish Dog start up the music.
Thank you.
Tape deck sounds.
Yeah. 1, 2, make you wanna dum basically, but like
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
And you
is it
start
Silk Sonic exclusively?
it's Silk Sonic Fly, isn't it? Yeah.
Not exclusively,
almost-
but it is.
No, not exclusively. That or Masego's favorite Tings was my other one that popped into
Of
my mind
course.
as an aside.
Nice. At some point. Have we posted the Jenkins Workshop playlist, the Spotify playlist anywhere?
I have on the Discord server.
Yeah. So, people can imagine that blasting while Willow starts getting into the groove of cleaning up and doing work. A little while later, Cat appears with baked goods for breakfast.
Oh.
Yeah. She is dressed and ready and sort of pokes her head down the stairs into the workshop. Hey, you!
Oh. Willow was probably grooving to themselves and like clearing their desk.
Yeah.
Also, actually, I imagine they were behind their desk. There is a door that they haven't entered yet. They sort of probably just came out of there while still dancing around. Yeah. When Cat comes, they instinctively slam the door shut just because they're Willow.
Yeah.
And then notice that she's carrying breakfast and say, "Good morning. Did I wake you?"
I woke up a while ago. You've been at it.
Hello. It's hard to tell what the time is down here.
Yeah, it's been about an hour and a bit.
Oh. Well, I've made very little progress, so.
I don't know, it looks cleaner down here. A little bit.
That's saying something. Yeah.
Figured I'd do my bit and chip in for a change. She tosses you a little paper bag of, like, I want to say, like, banana bread type things, except it's not actually banana bread, but it's that sort of cakey, bready stuff.
Morning-y fruit, raisin toast adjacent, not really, but raisin cake adjacent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Raisin cake is good.
Willow. Yeah. Willow inhales gratefully and will not eat it yet because they're on a roll, but cheers. If they did, they're just going to eat it like a sandwich right out the paper.
That's fine. That's what it's meant for.
Yeah. And also
while you jive.
Yeah, basically. Also, Willow will probably suggest, I actually have something in mind for you to assist with, and the others when they arrive. Willow gestures at the ropes and smiles big, sheepish grin.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So, Kat makes her way to. Kat probably grabs a bundle of rope and hauls it upstairs onto the deck outside, so at least she can have fresh air while she's
Yeah.
managing your cable spaghetti.
Cool.
So, Anne and Luca, what time do you think you guys show up?
Not too late. I think I would like to get it start early so that we can get going as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Right, Ed?
Yep. Not so early that we throw off Willow's groove and get some food in us, but early enough to get started on the project.
So, about 8-ish in the morning. Willow seems like the type to rise with the sun.
They
Yeah,
really
Or
do.
not sink at all.
Yeah.
It's with the sun or with the moon, no in between.
No one knows, really.
You need help.
Willow is a cryptid.
That's why I asked for it.
You did. So,
Do you think?
So-
we have
do you think
anything to
Luca's
discuss on the way?
gonna bring food?
Oh, absolutely. Got to make sure that Willow is thoroughly proteined so that they can do their best while they work.
Breakfast sandwiches to snack
Yes.
while you work. Nice little picnic basket.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I
Great.
imagine.
Yeah. So you arrive down at the docks at the Jenkins workshop with the sight of Kat spooling ropes. That will drag us over to.
Do we have to like hide from Bruno? Is he out and about?
Yes.
I don't think you have to hide, but
He's somewhere.
He
but
doesn't know why we're there.
Yay!
Hey, that boy!
It's Willow's boat.
The boat! Boat! Jenkins Workshop. It is on the
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
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 At long last.
So cute. Yeah.
All
Like I
right.
said.
So shall we get into it, or do you guys have? Well, yeah. Make your greetings.
Ahoy, sailor! I
Willow
say
already put you to
Kat.
work, huh?
Oh yeah, they're downstairs tidying out their storage.
So the whole entire boat then.
More or less, yeah.
And you've got stuck with the most exciting job, it looks like.
Oh, there's so much rope down there. At least we don't need any extra for rigging the sail.
Well, that's true.
I have no idea what that means, so...
Make the sail go up.
Boat stuff.
Boat
Yeah.
stuff. I'm going to
You
trust
better
both of you
learn
for that.
boat stuff, so since you're
I'm
going to
just
be the other
here
crew
to
members.
look good and be muscle. You guys can handle
Well-
the boat stuff.
Okay, well, go apply your muscle downstairs and ask Willow for a job.
Yes, ma'am. See? It's already controlling. I say, leaning slightly towards N.
Let's just get this done. So we'll head
Can I kiss
downstairs.
Kat on the head?
Oh no.
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 Just keep walking.
Fine.
Luca looks longingly at Kat's head and drags him down the
Yeah.
stairs.
Looks longingly at Kat's ears. I could be kissing those.
Alas,
Between
Luca,
them.
we have work to do.
Later.
En's gonna kind of knock on the like the wall of the stairs as they come down.
Mm.
There's music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
knock loudly. Willow.
Willow!
I imagine Willow is kind of like mid squat holding a barrel that looks to be a bit too heavy for them, but they are like
Mhm.
repositioning it onto its side so they can roll it. but they are like,
Mhm.
like sort of
will
stuck.
run over and help them, obviously.
Make
It's
an
okay,
athletics
but-
check, Luca.
Ah, yes. My best skill. What? That
Oh well.
take off that the not
One.
the one.
One?
Yeah.
That'll make such a difference.
They really
Yeah.
will.
Well, Luca, you have to barrel over your shoulder and start bringing it upstairs.
Oh. Thank you.
Is that what you wanted? You seem to be
Was
struggling a
Luke just
little
gonna
bit, so
Luke is just standing there with the barrel on his shoulder like it weighs nothing.
yeah. Tell me what you wanted. Captain.
Willow gestures breathlessly up the stairs. Don't call me captain.
Yes. Sir. You're captain until we
just-
have a captain.
Up the stairs, please. Out on deck. Hello, by the way.
Hello. Good morning. We brought food in case you were hungry.
Oh, thank you.
So, what barrels can I lift?
None.
It's a joke, Luca. Get out of
Luca
here.
saying is Willow's going to point at like a tiny, like probably a novelty cake that they have that is like 30 centimeters tall. Yeah, maybe that one, if it's not too hard.
Perfect. En's gonna go to pick it
I
up
wanna
and
pick
then
it up as I
pretend
walk
it's really
past.
heavy. No, but really, and then starts like tossing it between their hands. What do you want me to do?
Well, I was going to tell you all, but Luke has already gotten
Back.
started. That's more or less what I wanted to hit. Oh, okay, that was fast. Okay, well, I think that the two of you, or rather Luca, would be heavy lifting.
No, that's En's
Moving-
job,
Ha ha ha.
obviously.
Luca, moving all of this off the boat. Leave that. And N, if you could help put all the books off the shelves, I don't think I'll be keeping bookshelves on a boat.
Yeah, that seems like it could get real messy real fast.
Hmm.
Where do you
have
want 'em?
little like fences on the bookshelves?
Could, but it's fine. Just to organize them all in the middle of the table. Any of them that are library books, put aside,
Right.
I guess. And suppose the rest I'll put in storage. Was thinking. They think for 2 seconds and they're like, anyway, that's enough. Please organize the books upstairs. So,
Sure.
I suppose the overarching moral of the story is N focusing upstairs, Luca focusing downstairs, Cat focusing outside. And I'll get
Yep.
the boat working.
You don't need help with that?
Do you know how to?
No, but you could tell me what to do.
I am. Can you please
Okay.
take everything off the boat that I pointed at, and not the other stuff?
Put it on the beach?
On deck is fine for now.
Yes.
Cat's got supplies to go through and organize.
Yeah. Willow's also relying on Cat's savvy to help organize things.
Yeah. You're gonna need to take inventory anyway.
Yeah. And later on, Luca, I'll be needing you to break down a wall. So,
Oh, wow.
Ah.
Wrecking ball, Luca.
I'll just chuck
or
you
N
at the
can do
wall.
it. Well. All right. Let's get to it. Willow gets back behind their desk to organize the more like finicky things, tools,
Mm-hmm.
and their forge, making sure that's
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Is that staying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Workshop is staying.
So Willow's just
Wow.
going to make sure it doesn't explode.
That would be bad.
I imagine the forge only gets turned on when needed. It is not constantly
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
No, that's how Willow cooks their dinner.
No, they don't. We said this already. Okay, maybe like once. Maybe reheat to dinner.
It has happened.
When they're downstairs and they're not bothered to go upstairs.
Yeah.
Uh,
Chef woes in the distance.
no, this is me thinking about, like, Willow in using a Bunsen burner to heat soup.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, Willow.
Anyway, all that aside,
Yes.
the repairs will be done a little bit in montage, so let me explain how we're going to do this.
Yes, sir.
Willow, you are obviously in charge, directing the crew to repair the ship, and we
We're a
will
crew.
calculate, yes, how much you spend on supplies.
Okay.
So, and
Should
how
also
long you
mention-
take.
Yeah. I should also mention that while that is the first task Willow's getting N to
Mhm.
do, the main task they're going to get N to do after they finish like warming up with the books. Can I ask N actually?
Go for it.
Like while they're at the table probably finishing up with the books, Willow's going to stop by
Well,
and say,
Yeah, actually,
Huh?
let me explain how the
okay,
repair montage is going to go, and then we can go into scenes.
Alright, I wasn't sure.
So,
Cheerio.
yes. So, Willow is leading the charge, and the amount of time and money it will take is dependent on how well you roll.
Right.
So, you will be leading, and various members can make checks that you either give them advantage on, or they give you advantage, or if all 3 crew members are helping you, then you get a flat +5 to any roll you make.
Ooh. Okay.
And we will
Okay.
be doing that day by day.
Okay.
And I have a tally, basically, of how much you need to... The total score you need to accumulate.
And
to
if
get
we
the-
once we've accumulated that score, the ship is repaired.
Pretty much, yeah.
So there's no fail state. It's just building up to a number.
Yes. There's no
Okay.
fail state, it's just it's just time and money.
Cost.
Cool. So, first day, let's roll for it, and then we can have scenes.
Cool.
So, what do you think is the main task that Willow needs to do on their ship on the first day of work?
Mainly a general sweep of what's useful, what's not, and
Okay.
yeah, clearing up mainly.
Okay. In which case, I'm gonna say this is an inventory roll, so I'm gonna say this is an investigation check, and everybody is helping with that.
Cool.
So
I got an advantage, or I got
you get
5.
you've got +5.
Nice. Okay.
And you can use Fish Dog to give you advantage on...
Oops.
and
Okay then.
Add the +5. So you can roll one more time.
Yay!
There we
Hey,
go.
there you go.
23.
Not bad.
Cool. So you have an accurate inventory of how much you need and how much you have.
Mhm.
Cool. So let's get into scenes.
Well, I guess that's also inclusive of N organizing my
Mhm.
books for me. I can figure out which ones I
Yes.
want to keep, which ones I don't.
Yeah, what's Willow
Willow's
got
probably
in
going
there?
to finish up down. Oh, all sorts. I imagine like various, all sorts, like literally
Yeah.
most things. A
That
lot
makes
of
sense.
like random,
Colon.
Regalport specific books, like books about the place, books about
Mhm.
salvage if there are any, like magazine things, just things I've picked up and brought home and been like, I'll read this, whether they read it or not, who knows. And The kind of stuff they borrowed from the library initially, which was like historical things, folklore, even kids' books sometimes, picture books, magazines.
Yeah.
If a newspaper comes to salvage, they probably won't keep newspaper.
You might have a scrapbook of clippings.
Maybe, but I think that would be tucked away somewhere. And just, imagine an assorted array of random books. Even they might have a book of the broken compass. After they started skimming one that Varys had, they might just have one randomly.
And first tries to organize them into piles by subject, but it just ends up being 2 books and a million piles. So it's like, let's do this alphabetically.
Yeah.
Sorry, Anne.
Librarians hate them, this one shifter.
Honestly, Willow's going to probably stop by the table and being like, "Oh, you've made traction."
Yeah, I'm not bad at organizing books, even a wide array of subjects. It says looking over their piles.
Yeah, Willow looks sheepish, but nevertheless, that trunk that N noticed before, like the one that Willow pulled their special books out of, that's probably like piled up with junk as well. So Willow's just going to like scrape that off the top, and start piling in some of the books that they know they're going to keep.
Fair
and
enough.
Then leaving sort of like thinner ones out, ones that they might donate to like a local library. Like I imagine that Salvage has those like give and take libraries.
Yeah, there's definitely like a lending library that's a lot more limited in selection in Salvage. Yes. It's probably in Town Hall.
Yeah. So Willow's got a few that they've probably actually borrowed from there and just forgotten to take back. And they say thank you to Anne. While they are piling the books into that trunk, they're going to say, I have other tasks for you if you're ready.
Yep. Let me know.
Well, would you like to repaint the skirting of the boat? The rails, rather?
I can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
I painted Luca's face,
Also,
I can paint your boat.
That's what I figured. Also, there's the issue of things that need polishing. Some of the deck. Well, all of the deck, really, when that gets cleared out. But I suppose that'll come later. General cleaning, the floor, that rug. I suppose the wall. The wheel. The wheel hasn't been used in a while.
Oh. Am I allowed to touch it?
Pardon?
Am I allowed to touch the wheel?
No, it's poisonous.
I was thinking more along the lines of sailor's superstition. But that's inventive, I'll give it that. No wonder you wear gloves.
That's a superstition. Well, either way, no one will be touching it really until that wall comes down, I suppose. Willow's pointing at the wall that encases the little makeshift room they made around the wheel.
Yep.
That is a Willow invention. That's like got construction wall, like temporary wall.
Yeah.
Walling.
It's basically like plywood.
Yeah, with a door in it.
Thumbtacked together. Sorry, I meant stapled.
It would be close enough. Yeah. And I was actually wondering if you would like to write the letter to Captain Varys.
Me?
I imagine you have nice handwriting.
Well,
I've seen it.
And shrugs a bit like, not to brag, but it's okay.
It's very nice. So I figure it would look more official if you wrote it. I can tell you what to write.
Yeah, I wouldn't know where to start.
Well, usually at Dear Captain. Where is Luca?
He's coming up and down the stairs.
Yeah.
His
I'm
voice
getting bits and
just
pieces of this conversation.
floating by.
In any case,
yeah, I can do that.
well, now that you've cleared the table of books, well, now that I've cleared the table of books, we can do that later. Maybe we can focus on the rest of it now, and then we'll write the letter as we're winding down.
Yeah, that seems fair. Get all the energy out now.
Yes.
And then write a sleep-deprived
Speaking of
letter to
energy-
Varys.
Yep.
Speaking of energy, I think Kat and Luca have kind of been playing a game of tag in between their
Yes.
chores.
Yes, absolutely.
You keep trying to like give Kat little ear like kisses on the head, and she keeps like basically ham-boning you. She'll like punch you in the side of the thigh when you get too close. It's very playful. And like
Trying to
at
like
one
sneak
point
attack kiss.
Yeah, you try and sneak attack and give Kat like air smooches or like raspberries, and Kat gives you noogies.
There we go, that's the
It's
Jack
become
energy.
very playful. Yeah.
God, I imagine that every time you go outside, there is like, it's like silence or music, and then like the scuffle and the thudding of you guys like playing on the outside of the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cute.
Yep.
Yeah, Willow's going to, I guess, N could start, actually N could, if they want to walk, start taking the books down to the town hall and stuff.
I'm gonna say this takes the entire day of just like organizing stuff. You have set
Okay,
aside
so-
all the books. It's
Okay.
it's one of those things of this is not an afternoon. This is the day. Day one
Yeah.
inventory.
Yeah, fair.
Have you ever moved house? It's a lot.
So many times, God.
Not if you're poor
Ugh.
and have no possessions.
Okay, Luca. God. Luca, like, I have one coat. Done.
I did good today. I did good with my packing.
Yeah, okay, then Willow's probably going to request you guys chuck like a tarp over the stuff you put out on deck in
Yeah.
case it rains. Because I don't imagine it's all like rain safe. And yeah. I guess N would have had to, you know what, I'm gonna say that N organized random knickknacks as well. Because
Yeah.
I feel like Willow doesn't have that many books that it would have taken all day. So I'm imagining N also organized like various cutlery and crockery and stuff that has been collected in Willow's boat. For some reason,
Yeah.
they have a lot of bowls and plates for someone who like doesn't eat in their house and doesn't cook in their house. So they have like
Yeah.
a whole
none of them
drawer
match.
full of like, yeah, exactly, a whole drawer full of like wooden spoons for some reason and like other such things.
Yeah.
So N's just N clearing the shelves is gonna take all day because Willow's got so much weird little stuff that you can tell they just bought on a whim or picked up.
Yeah.
Anne's trying
or
to write it
plans
all
to
down
tinker with.
just to make sure we know what we have.
Oh, that's so
Yep.
nice.
And like tries to figure out how to
Yep.
describe some of this stuff.
That's what that +5 is other people
Aw.
helping you keep inventory and make record of everything you have.
Cute. Do you think N would polish things as
Friendship.
well that are dusty?
Probably on instinct, just
Not
like
yet.
just little things they pass by, just a little bit, not thoroughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they pick
Just
up
enough
like
to,
a
like-
dish. Yeah.
And it's covered in dust, then yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy.
Picks
Like,
up
oh,
dish,
this
drops
has
dish.
been
Ew.
This is hideous.
Oh, this has been at the back here for months without being touched.
It's got that crisp saltness as well from like when Willow has opened a window and the sea air has come through. Things are like
Yeah.
salt encrusted. So
Delightful.
Delicious.
Oh man.
Seasoned. Everything will be seasoned when we eat
Pre-seasoned.
off it.
Yeah. Pre-salted.
For dinner, you lick this plate.
Cured.
Yeah. Ah.
So embarrassing. I will say,
Damn,
the
bitch,
top
you live
part
like
of
this?
Willow's Distinctly, yes. Okay, I will say the top deck of Willow's boat is cluttered, but not necessarily untidy. Okay, no, it's untidy. It's not dirty, I would say.
Yeah.
But it is cluttered and dusty.
It's chaotic,
like
but
downstairs.
yeah. Downstairs is where
There's,
the
like-
real issue is.
Yeah, because it's like, I imagine there's got that like funk of like the ocean in there because there's like sea stuff there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Ew.
You find a hermit crab that has somehow snuck in amongst your things.
Willow just like inexplicably comes up with their hands cupped. Don't know.
Yeah.
No one needs to know about this, and puts it out on the beach.
Yeah.
Watches it get picked up by a seagull. No. Be free! Oh god.
Lightning or the seagull. Drop it! It's just this flash from behind the boat. And like, what was that?
Mhm.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Can I roll this to see if the hermit crab survives? I want it to live.
I'll make an attack roll for the seagull.
Oh. Can I give advantage? I'm gonna send fish dog.
No, it
Oh my
fails.
God.
It fails. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, hermit crabs are armored for a reason.
Hell yeah. Good sign. Willow says. Bids adieu. Salutes the little crab.
Yeah, little sailor
Goes
Okay.
back to work.
All right. So first day inventory. Are there any other scenes that you would like to have on your first day of work? Because we still have, at minimum, a week
Right.
How is
of work
Willow
to do.
handling this?
Willow's fine. They're keeping busy. I imagine that what prompted the letter thing is that Willow saw that N like pulled out a wad of letter paper specifically. So
Yeah.
yeah, while seeing them organize it, they're like, huh, okay, yeah, you can write it. Willow probably made an
Yeah.
attempt at it and got as far as Dear Captain, and then was like, no, I'm going to hand this over to someone else, and then did. So
Like
Willow
check
is
their
otherwise
emotional state.
Yeah, you can.
Make
Oh,
an
I don't know.
insight
Zeke
check.
can tell you. I ain't the boss, y'all.
How you feeling?
Holy. Okay.
Your maximum deception is 19, right? So
Correct.
Yeah.
How
Willow
you feeling?
is moving quickly to keep their head above the water of emotions.
okay.
The
Okay.
work they are doing fine, but if they slow down, then you can see sort of a vague like anxiety creep over them, and then they start working again to
Curb the
Yeah.
keep their
anxiety.
spirits up.
There's something very jittery about how they move too. Like even when they stopped to talk to N, they sounded
Yeah.
relatively okay. They drifted into mumbling quickly, and then like before the conversation is properly finished, they start walking off again. It's just like they are
Driven by a
constantly
motor.
1,000 miles a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're working. And they seem
Okay.
positive.
Okay. Okay. All right. Just gonna keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
I won't discuss anything with them though. Don't want to
Yeah.
make them even more uncomfortable.
Oh. Well,
I think yeah.
you have
Will
you successfully complete your day of work, I believe. First day of work, there's
Yay!
plenty of time.
Because Willow's probably going to shout food, but no one wants to go walk there because
I'll
they're
walk.
tired. Or Willow's tired. Oh, will you?
Mhm.
Do you? Willow's like sprawled on their couch. Is
Smile,
okay.
smile.
Well,
Radiant. Sweaty, but like radiant sweaty.
Look, we could
Well,
always go get
if you're
food.
ready. Yeah, that's what he's offering.
What am I offering? I can cook. I can deliver. Yeah.
I can cook, I can clean. um,
Not yet. We're not there yet.
yeah, okay. Well, yeah, does Luca want to go get takeout, basically? Or get fish and chips? We can have fish and
I'll
chips.
go get fish and chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, Willow's
I
going
will
to
go with
toss-
you, Luca, to...
Aww.
Willow's going to
All the
toss you
more
some gold.
opportunities
1 gold.
for me to kiss her ears. Thank you. That's very generous. Is this count as a work
Well-
expense? This lunch, dinner?
Yes, I suppose.
Do they have taxes in Eberron, and is this a tax write-off?
Take the gold and go.
It's a fantasy
Yes,
world. We
ma'am.
don't deal with taxes here. Get out of the boat.
Salute. And I cuddle off. Very sparkly, very happy.
Cat lopes on after you and smacks you upside the head as she passes.
I'll let her. She
Yeah.
needs to feel like she's got power over me. So then I can strike when she's unaware.
Psychological
it is
warfare.
becoming a truly ridiculous game of tag between the two of them.
The resounding slap, I imagine, like reaching the boat after you guys step slightly out of ear. Yeah, out of ear? Ear range? What am I trying to say? Ear sight?
Earshot.
Hearing range. Ear shots.
Yeah.
Ear sight.
Earsight. Your earballs. They can still hear us.
You still hear the
Oh, God.
hollow echo of Luca's brain.
Yeah.
Single peanut rattling around in the jar.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so that leaves Anna and Willow to veg out for a bit at the end of a long day of decluttering.
Excuse me.
There's
Yeah.
probably been quite a bit of sneezing
Yeah.
between all 4 of you as dust gets dislodged.
Literally, you live like this.
Imagine
Not
when
anymore,
you guys step
bitch.
out. Haha. When you guys step out, Willow like pulls their bandana's been down over their ears this whole time, and they like pull it down their face to their neck, like it's like now like a neckerchief. And their hair's just like,
Mhm.
and their ears come back up, and they just look
Aw.
tired.
I don't get to see that? That's mean.
You'll
Maybe
see it when you
not.
get back.
Okay, cool.
Maybe, probably not. Sorry. One day.
You gonna take a nap?
Anyway, Willow's. No, I'll eat first. I also need to touch the cleansing stone. I think I'll go there later. I
Yeah.
feel mucky.
We all could use it, probably.
Probably. Thank you for organizing. Willow gestures vaguely at the pile of crap on the table.
Yeah, no
All of
problem.
that.
It's kind of fun.
With any luck, you'll have time to even put some detailing on the boat, I suppose.
Yeah, you have to tell me what you want. Roses or something else, maybe.
No. Just a clean paint job.
I can do that. Actually, I wanted to ask you something about our whole voyage. If you're not asleep already.
Willow's going. No, I'm awake. Willow's going to start. You're going to undo the bandana and start like folding it back into its usual rectangle. Yes.
I was just wondering what I should do about Cat and my eye. Because
That
chances
is a good
are,
question.
if we're going to fight harpies, she's going to see the magic, and she's probably going to see the eye as a byproduct. So you would know her better than I do. Should I tell her now, or just hope she doesn't notice?
She'll notice. She's sharp. But I'm probably the wrong person to ask. I waited until the moment of the fight to tell her I was cognate, so obviously I like the tone of surprise.
Yeah, I'm different.
I would rest assured that she is not the sort to pry.
Yeah, I'm getting that impression.
And if you let her know that you would not like anyone else to know, which you would, because sharing word of your eye is Willow makes a gesture of, I don't want to say dangerous because you know this already, but
Yeah,
Willow makes a swimming hand gesture.
And face shifts, like, to a bit of obvious discomfort.
Willow blitzes past that real quick. Best to perhaps tell her, but not enough to trace back to you or to trace back to her.
Yeah, well, I didn't intend to go into detail.
Of course. Then I suppose get ahead of the ball and let her know while we're on the boat.
Like at sea, when
While
she
we're
can
at
jump
sea?
off.
Yeah. Yeah. She'll roll with the punches. Or the blasts, as it were.
Alright, fair. Well then. and it's extremely uncomfortable, but not about Cat. There's something else about the
Yeah.
eye that is making N like visibly fidgety.
So, did something happen yesterday?
Damon knows about the eye. My eye.
Oh.
He's known for a while,
Well, oh. Okay.
and I don't know how. And you might know about Luca's amnesia too. And he's fond of your style of tinkering. But I feel like you might know that already. Here I was worried about blood in the water, but I'm already bleeding, and then tosses like a nut or something across the floor, like a nut bolt that they had been fiddling with.
You met him yesterday?
I ran into him yesterday when I was going into Rigoport.
By accident?
Yes, I didn't seek him out.
Well, that's troubling.
Yeah.
But you made it back, so it's not dismal.
We already knew about it, so it wasn't a revelation when he saw it.
I have an
He backed out
I
of
have
the
a
harpy
feeling he
job
knows.
as
He
well.
backed out of the. Of course he did. Why's that?
He said I make him feel unwelcome. Can't imagine why. He also thinks you hate his guts.
Me?
You. He basically
He said that.
Yep. He thinks you hate his guts and that, I don't know, you're afraid of him.
Afraid of him.
You said something like, if you're too scared to even talk to your employer, that doesn't bode well for professional negotiations.
Employer? Is he hiring us?
He seems to want to hire whoever ends up coming with him. I don't know if that will extend to him coming along on the harpy job. Would have.
How long was your conversation with him?
Too long.
Okay, sorry, let's recap. So, disregarding that, Okay, Willow's going to think. Can I do an Arcana check to try and think of ways that Damon
Would know?
saw
Yes.
through? Yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
There are certain spells or magic items that would allow you to see through illusions. Also, if somebody is just particularly sharp to look through things, then yeah, illusions aren't perfect. They can fail, and if somebody is trained enough or has magic at their disposal, be it spellcasting or magical items, they would be able to see through it.
Can I use detect magic on N?
Yes?
I don't think I have yet, huh?
No.
Okay. Well, Willow's no longer feeling sleepy. They get to their feet now. While they said, "But let's recap," they probably stood up and started pacing. Okay. So, he can see through your illusion. That means that other people can see through your illusion.
Yeah.
Well, try doing detect magic.
How do I do this?
You just put it in the spell. So,
Yep.
what you detect magic on N is their armor is magical, the moon-touched dagger is magical, their face, when not displaying the eye, looks normal, like their skin is smooth and everything. There's just a faint outline of some, like, the tiniest bit of magic in their extra eye, or rather the magic eye.
I imagine Willow's, when they're walking around and pacing, they tap their glasses and that little like bridge that comes over their nose pops up, and then they kind of just lean on one hand across the table and stare like at N's face and tilt their head this way and that.
And tries to stay still.
It's the kind of thing, it's like, you can't see through the disguise of the eye itself. With detect magic, you can just see that, like, there is something magical there. And this is not an uncommon thing necessarily in Eberron. For example, people might have magically altered their hair color to be a different color, or like have basically cosmetic contact lenses. It's the kind of thing that happens all the time. Low-key magic like that is everywhere. It's basically like sweeping a metal detector.
Yeah.
So unless you take a really close, so unless you take a really close look, which if you do take a really close look at N and their eye, you cannot determine what school of magic that is. Normally, it would come off as something. For example, the glamored leather armor is imbued with illusion magic, and the Moontouch dagger is imbued with evocation magic. Their eye doesn't come up with any distinct school. It's just like magic.
Willow's tilting their head and like observing N very closely for a while.
Yeah, and like mildly uncomfortable, but just like sits there and trusts the process.
Did he mention anything specific?
No. He honestly tried to play it off like he didn't even notice, but I know he did.
How do you know he did?
Just the way he acted. People with nobility knowing about my eye so far has not been going so well, so you can understand I've got a bit of unease about this. I don't imagine he's
No, of
specifically
course.
looking to screw me over. The thought of leaving him alone, it's making me itch.
Willow seems to realize that they've been staring for a while and leans back. Now they seem vaguely uncomfortable with like the delayed realization of, not delayed realization, but the fact that N is so upset about this. They're like trying to also think of ways to make that better. So they're back to pacing. Okay. Yes. Well.
What do you think of him? Really, Willow?
Willow's deep in thought. I suppose if he... Go on. Sorry, did you ask something?
I asked what you really think of him because I've been talking myself in circles for a while.
Well, it's hard to think anything of note about somebody that I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly why I want to keep an eye on him, but now that I've made him feel unwelcome, well, that ship has sailed.
Not necessarily, unless he made it seem like it was, or unless he left Regalport.
No, he seemed to imply I'd know where to find him. But he also
Do you know where to find
basically
him?
said, no, yes, I know his suite number.
Not everyone's had very long conversations with Damon. Well, it's just... What? Why is everyone just dumping this information on me? So where is he staying?
Oh, he's staying at the Golden Dragon Inn.
And you know his suite number.
And yes.
Okay. So what was... We were in the middle of recapping our information. You met him, he knows about your eye, but isn't threatening you outright yet. However, the fact in and of itself is that knowing about your eye is a threat.
I mean, if he's looking for powerful people to help him and spreads their hands,
Slay a
like,
dragon.
sell me out some rich Fiarlan bastards for their favor, you know? And waves their hand. Like, they know that's a bit of a paranoid thought process, but it's a thought process nonetheless.
While that is possible, I would reason that it's very unlikely.
It's unlikely. I know, I'm not expecting anyone to sacrifice their comfort level to try and convince him to come on the boat.
Honestly, it seems that you would be the main person sacrificing their comfort level, all things considered.
Honestly, I'd rather keep an eye on him than have him wandering around on his own, get an idea how he reacts in an actual combat situation, see how he acts, see what he does. The best way to figure out what a person is about is to monitor them in an intense situation. Is one of the best ways to really see what someone is made of. He's interested in us as a team, so I think if one of us is out of sorts about him, he's not, well, gonna be interested. And I'm not expecting anyone to suddenly get really cool with a lot of things really fast.
Willow suddenly looks like tired. They had like a rush of nervous thinking, but they sort of begin to sag back to the couch.
I
And,
guess, well, I'm
Probably
here.
gonna finish rolling up their bandana and start tying it onto their head again.
I guess while I'm here ruining your evening, I'll let you know he knows about Aggie, too.
Did you tell him?
He knew about it before.
But did you told him? Okay.
I
Did you
mentioned
tell
it.
him where to find her?
Not specifically.
He doesn't need specific.
No, he
He's
doesn't.
savvy.
But again, he's not going to do something to specifically screw us over, I don't think. If he's gonna go risk a hag, it's gonna be for resurrecting his dead mother or whatever he's doing. Sorry, that's a bit intense.
Luca seems to have had conversations with him too. And,
Yep. Well, that's obvious. He's pulling Luca aside for them. That's why
I mean,
I had a conversation with him at all, is because I didn't want Luca getting in too deep.
Willow's got like a headache, especially after what Anne just said. Willow's got like a proper stress headache, and they are massaging their brow, just along their bandana. Actually, you know what? They haven't put their bandana back on yet. They're just massaging their head. So you sought out the person that you are afraid of in Regalport on your own, without letting any of us know.
I ran into him.
You didn't run away.
So I had a conversation with him.
Alone.
In a public place.
Like outside of... Anyway.
I'm not afraid of him.
Willow looks like they stop massaging their head and they just like look flatly at N.
And looks flatly back.
Well, I am.
You are?
Doesn't hurt to admit it.
Can I ask why?
You can.
Will I get
Jury's
an
out on whether
answer?
I'll answer.
I'm asking.
Well, for all the nebulous reasons that one would be afraid of someone like Damon. He knows too much. He doesn't tell you what he knows. And he is very kind. And also very sad. So... makes sense to be afraid of him. Maybe less so for the reasons that you are expressing, but probably best to admit that he frightens you.
You said you were indifferent.
I lie.
I know.
So do you.
Yep. Well, like I said, I'm not expecting anyone to forfeit their comfort.
Well, they say you are afraid of what you don't know. It is hard for me to hate or think anything of him. I haven't spoken to him. Apparently everyone else has.
Well, you don't necessarily have to take my approach and talk to him alone. That doesn't even seem to be what he wants.
Indeed, it seems like he wants us all getting along harmoniously, like a reasonable person would. Besides, I wouldn't speak to him alone. I wouldn't hear the end of it from N.
You've already spoken to him alone. So is Luca. I'm not your keeper.
Willow gives N a look like, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
They received the lecture about this in this self-same boat, actually, so...
Similar arrangement.
He told you that he thinks I hate him.
You hate his guts. Yep.
I don't even know his guts.
Maybe that's why you hate him.
Don't speculate on my behalf. No, I suppose there's only one way around it.
Yeah, what's that?
Can Kat and Luca show up at this moment?
They can show up soon.
No, finish the question.
Ugh. Clearing the air, I guess.
With who? Damon?
Who else?
And at that point, Kat and Luca return. You hear footsteps climbing.
Willow's
aboard
going
the
to
boat.
put their bandana back on.
Cool. So you have dinner on the workshop, say your goodnights, and head to your respective sleeping quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to happen tonight? Or
Not for me.
Willow's gonna go for their usual night stroll and tap the stone and pace and think.
Yeah. I guess En's gonna talk to the eye.
Alright.
After that.
Oh, goody.
That is what I was hoping for. Give me a moment. Nope, hold on. What is going on here? Sorry.
No worries.
I ask myself that every Wednesday.
Sorry, Willow.
God, you just dumped Willow with so many thoughts all at once.
Here's my 12-point
Okay.
presentation on Damon.
Every day for you.
Something
I
is
guess.
going wrong.
Oh no.
Also the
Welcome to Metanoia Blues.
also the tagline of Metanoia Blues.
There we go. All right. Let us begin.
All right. Oh. And we'll tuck themselves into their room, open their book, sit down very firmly. You gave me the power to read minds. Well, isn't that interesting? How much do you remember about what happened after you were planted before the fire?
I remember awakening inside you. Before that, dreams, nothingness, no permanence.
So, you're absolutely sure you weren't a tool of the Snapdragons before you ended up in me, huh?
I cannot know that.
Of course not.
If they planted me with the intent to make you a tool, then perhaps I was. However, we do not belong to them.
Yeah, you're right. Willow said it before. My power to pull fears out of people. It's also the same as them. But it's fine. That's what we need.
You do not like this power.
I just still remember what it feels like. Have it inflicted on me. And being that close to something so wicked is not the most comfortable feeling, but I'll be fine.
We won't use it on people who don't deserve it.
Well, if I'm in control of it, then we sure won't. I'll try to. Damon knew about you. I don't suppose you have any idea how he figured that out.
No. That man is powerful.
Then you're telling me... Do you have an opinion on him?
I would rather he is an ally than an enemy.
Yeah, that would be the preference. Well, you know what they say. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, right? So,
That
yes.
saying is strange.
Yeah, it's the idea that you can't trust your enemies, so you keep a closer eye on them. So you know when they're about to make a move.
Yes.
But it would be preferable
Then...
if he wasn't.
Yes.
If only you could see into the future, too. See into a month from now, and have a vision of him stabbing me through the gut. Then I'd know.
We read his thoughts. Even just the surface. There was no hostility towards us, even though he knew what we were doing.
Not yet. Like I said to Willow, he doesn't seem like the type who's just going to screw us over, but it's having that knowledge and then finding a reason to use it later that could be the problem.
What are you going to do?
Well, I'd keep an eye on him if I could, but that's not exactly my decision. So, all we can really hope for is watch him if we can. Otherwise, just move on, I guess.
He knows things. He would be useful.
Yeah, that's kind of why I started talking to him to begin with. But now he knows I hate him, so that's gonna be hard to come back from. I'm being hyperbolic. He feels unwelcome. That's something that's reversible.
You are good at talking. You know how to win the way into people's hearts.
I'd need a few more goes at him before I got that opportunity, I think. But with Willow and Luca, they have to be taken into account. Luca likes him. Willow's feelings are a bit more complex. Ideally, yes, I would like to bring him along on the Harpy mission so he can be observed. And maybe we can make an ally of him if he turns out to really be as lacking in hostility as his thoughts suggested.
What would convince you?
Not sure. Honestly, I'm not even entirely sure what convinced me of Luca and Willow. I guess the fact that they could have killed me and they didn't. There were so many opportunities, so maybe that. Just give him opportunities
That's
to kill
wrong.
me. Oh, you've got all the answers now, huh? What's your opinion?
We trust the others because of kindness, because of help, because when you threatened to burn them, they did not run, they did not lash out.
Yes, well, that is an element to what I'm saying. They had plenty of reasons to not act the way they did towards me, and they didn't. They were kind, yes. And not killing me is an extension of kindness. So, I think the difference here, though, is Damon has a motive to be kind beyond kindness. Willow and Luca weren't.
Don't you have a motive to be kind to the others?
I have a few. But it's not the kind of motive that Damon has.
Isn't it? We seek answers. He seeks assistance from what he has told us.
But we don't know what he's willing to do for that assistance. That's what makes us different. I'm not gonna force them to do anything. We don't know he won't. With that kind of power, we won't be able to resist him. I have a hope of stopping Willow. I have a hope of stopping Luca. Damon, not so much.
Then we need to be more powerful on our own before we seek out powerful allies.
We need to either be able to match them or outwit them. Yes. Doesn't have to be brute strength. Honestly, I don't think that's the way I'm ever going to be able to take anything on. That's why I'd want to observe him. Because that's where our strength will lie with him.
The eye goes quiet for a long time. It seems to be thinking.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Thank you for saving me. At the Snapdragon. And if the eye doesn't respond in a few beats, then we'll start closing their book.
I had no choice.
Thank you anyway.
You close the book.
Yeah.
All right. On to the next day, then?
Yeah.
Might I suggest something?
Yes.
I think for that whole scene with N talking to the eye, Willow is probably sitting on the outside deck of their boat, like, has kind of requested, or has kind of made it clear to Kat that they are just going to be, like, logging things through the evening. They are rapidly journaling. They've probably written, like, pages of notes based on what N told them. They're just collecting their thoughts. They are going to stay up a ridiculous amount of time. And also, I imagined, like, some of the stuff that I was saying was also Willow conclusions Willow was coming to. So, just as an aside, I imagine that, yeah, when N, there's that parallel scene happening, and Willow ends up staying up pretty late. Again, that overtired, woke up early and can't sleep, is now restless and can't switch their brain off, kind of tired.
Cool.
Cool.
I'll need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Cool. And they're gonna go and sleep on their couch. If they do sleep, like, when they do. If they nap, it's going to be a couch nap that kind of sneaks up on them.
Okay.
So where is my screen? Constitution saving throw?
Yes, please. Just barely squeak by. You are not exhausted yet.
Cool.
But if you don't get some proper sleep soon, it's going to start affecting your ability to work. Next day. What are we working on this time? You've sorted out your entire inventory.
Mm-hmm. Organize it into piles, probably. Stuff to go places. I think today might be a day of like depositing what we have in other areas, wherever they're meant to go, be returned to. Stuff to the town hall, stuff to the docks, subtly, so as not to alert Bruno. And Willow's probably got a specific pile of like books to return to Regalport and stuff that they have considered selling to Malachi. And they are keeping that one on the couch next to them, like they are preparing for themselves. Sorry. And that was a cough and also despair. And also just for the rest of the day, Willow's going to basically keep Cat's being appointed rigging person.
Okay.
So yeah, she's going to be put to work on that, and will be put to work on probably clearing up and dropping things off.
Yeah, I imagine Anna and Luca are going to be handling the redistribution of books and things to sell or donate. So
yep.
And Cat and Willow will be rigging the sails together.
Yes.
Okay, so I would like 2 checks. One from Willow and one from either Anne or Luca. I would like a water vehicles dexterity check from Willow.
Is the water vehicles a specific thing, or am I just dexterity checking?
Yeah, it's a tool, I believe, that you should have proficiency with.
Oh, I see. So I just hit it?
Yeah. Yes. And then it should query what ability.
Ooh.
You choose dexterity.
Fun. Not fun.
Oh. You should have advantage on this because Cat is helping you.
Yeah. Willow just about to like eat shit, and Cat comes in to help.
The lack of sleep.
Okay. Okay, and then Anna and Luca, are you selling or donating? Is there anything that they have to sell off, basically?
Willow.
I think they could. What would it be though? I think. What is around salvage? It's probably like a knick-knack shop that they could sell things to, but I guess we'd probably sell them to Malachi, if anything. Where would there be to sell to around salvage? Or who? Sorry.
I imagine there's like various people who will either buy supplies or buy back books. There is like a day market or else, yeah.
Yeah.
Depends.
I think Willow's of the mind to just donate. It's kind of like a curbside pickup moment. Like if anyone wants feel free to pick it up from here.
Yeah.
But Willow's going to like direct them to specific places, or at least inform them of like specific places in salvage that would be good to drop things off to, or like people that Willow thinks would use them or be it would be useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and otherwise Willow's kind of quiet today.
Cool. So, Anne and Luca, what do you think would be an appropriate check for redistributing stuff?
What's the one that you would associate most with like organization?
Sleight of hand?
I did. Depends on what
Survival.
kind of organization.
The stuff that you guys return to the docks, you have to keep away from Bruno.
Yeah.
Look, survival. Survival or stealth.
Stealth. Okay, in which case,
I'll do a stealth check.
and make a stealth check to secretly return supplies. And Luca make an athletics check to carry stuff. Okay.
Ah,
It's hard to be quiet while carrying stuff, so.
So
it
much
is.
stuff.
It's very hard to be stealthy.
So I'm gonna say that takes you the entire day, basically, to.
The haul of stuff around and
Yeah.
Avoid Bruno.
Yeah.
hiding in an alleyway as Bruno hangs around, gives orders.
Yeah. You don't have his routine quite as memorized as Willow does.
No. Slaughter ourselves between two boats and wait.
Yeah.
At least you can hear him coming.
Yeah.
Fucking shouting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Luca failed his athletic check. Heard Bruno immediately drops everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Any other conversations that happened today, or?
No, I don't think Anne and I have anything to talk about since they're my primary companion today.
They're your friend. They're your travel
They're my friend.
Yeah.
My friend Anne.
Mm-hmm.
Look at just floaty around and as they carry stuff around.
Yeah.
Just like the flowers blooming around him.
Yeah. Cute.
Really detract from the stealth, honestly.
Yeah. Flowers blooming over the boat we're trying to hide behind.
Yeah.
I don't think Luca and Anne are in a conversation moment. We've had a moment. Now we're just in our honeymoon phase.
God.
Luca is for sure in.
Yeah. He sure is.
Luca for sure is in that phase. I mean, you guys talk, but it's like lots of pleasant nothing conversation.
Yeah.
It's just like normal small talk.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of
And
conversations you have
strategizing.
while you're working with people. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on task. Okay. So that ends the second day of repairs. Day number 3. What's on the agenda? Actual building things together, I assume.
I can do that.
Yes.
Luca's so excited to be helping build.
I imagine so most of the main part of Willow's boat's like built, yeah? Like the part that
Yes.
needs to make it float and go is
Yes.
built.
The hull is structurally sound. You have basic amenities, which is to say a wet room and a bed that is built into the wall next to the wheel. I will actually pull up the Jenkins workshop once again. Obviously, this is the Jenkins workshop as it was pre-tidying. So, your primary concerns for building will be getting built-in furniture rather than free-floating furniture, or building in the furniture into the actual structure of the boat so that it is not prone to fly off.
Yeah.
And
I think
yeah, that's the primary thing, and making living quarters for an additional 3 to 4 people.
Yeah, where's
Yeah,
your best
okay.
boy gonna sleep?
So I would say today is a carpentry check.
Yeah, very much. I was going to say Willow is going to relocate that couch to the back wall. They are keeping the couch. I think if this table doesn't work, they'll either build like a bracket on the wall to hold it, or they will find. Do you think this is a fold-up table?
You can make it a fold-up table.
I reckon it's probably a fold-up table so that it can be put away and brought out. So like Willow's mainly going to probably make a bracket for it to be mounted on the wall in a safe way where the couch is. That stove is the corner in the top right corner. That's the stove and like a bench.
Yeah.
That's probably structurally sound.
Yes.
So bolting the chair down.
I would hope so.
The chairs themselves.
The chairs can move. Yeah, the chairs can be moved. It's more the big things that you can't like easily pack away. So
yeah.
Again, bedding.
What's beside the on the top shelf? On the top shelf of the boat, what's beside the stairs?
That is a
trunk.
chest. Yeah, like a trunk.
Okay.
That's their book trunk.
Okay, cool.
So that will probably be moved downstairs, behind Willow's workshop desk. Because that's their special box with special books. And then downstairs, so Willow's probably walking and talking and showing everyone like where things are going. I don't know if they slept well last night, but we'll see.
They did not.
Oh, is this the same? Didn't we have another sleep?
Oh, we do need to do another sleep, in which case you do need to roll another Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh. Okay. Good. We functioned.
So you did sleep.
On very I still
you
imagine
did
Lily
sleep
didn't get
enough.
much sleep, but they're functioning. Yeah.
You got enough sleep.
Yeah. Enough. Probably conked out early.
You took a power nap between like rigging the sail and Luca coming back. So
I can actually imagine Willow wipes out a bit that evening.
Yeah.
More so, like runs on fumes through the day, is spotted staring wistfully at nothing, and then like conks out at like 7 p.m. just after eating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're functional today. Yeah. What else are they doing? They
they're
going
to. I was gonna say yesterday. I'm gonna say Luca brought dinner, so they didn't have to buy it again.
Oh. No.
Also, that 1 gold would have lasted you quite a while. It for a round of fish and chips, it's only 3 silver and a bit.
Big round.
Yeah.
For all of us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
food is not that expensive. Gold is big.
Yeah.
Sarah eats a lot, okay?
We're in salvage, so I imagine the food to be like homely price as well, which is nice.
Yeah.
Small town. Have takeout for a couple nights.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yum. Saves Elsa. Nice. So also they have a wardrobe in their room. I think that thing right next to the wheel that's kind of blocking the wheel, they're probably going to take the wardrobe out. I don't imagine that's going to be very helpful. Oh yeah, they have to, because they're going to knock the wall down. They'll probably store a lot of their clothes in the... actually, you know what? Today Willow might need to make their chest of holding. Trunk of holding. Nah. Don't worry, they're just gonna... You know what? Let's say that they added their clothes to the inventory for like things to donate. Nah, that's too much. Never mind. Don't worry about it. They're storing their shit under their bed. Yeah. Wardrobe's going out, stuff is
We'll figure out the precise contents off screen, but let's just say that today you are restructuring sort of the interior of the ship to make room for, like, you've taken all the extra shit out, gotten rid of anything that you don't need.
Yeah.
Exactly. And are
and
going to do you are going to do a carpentry check. So, carpentry check, who all is allowed to assist you?
Fish dog? I don't know. How would these guys assist me with that?
Well, handling tools, making sure you have supplies at hand.
Correct.
You know, holding stuff in place.
Oh, yes, perfect. I imagine too Willow's going to like actually measure wall, measure Luca, like his breadth and length so that they know like how long to make their hammocks. and
Yeah.
on the way past, yeah, and then like sort of position accordingly. So yeah, you guys are helping like do that kind of stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
so-
So am I getting full assistance with that? +5
Yes.
and advantage.
So
because
advantage
fish
plus,
dog.
yes. So this would be, let's say dexterity.
Yeah,
No,
it
this would
is.
be intelligence.
Oh, it's only dexterity if I click Carpenter's tool.
Well, it's the same value either way for now. So good, 20.
Okay.
That's good.
I will say too.
Cool.
I imagine fish dog uses a little force strike thingy to do like ticks on the wall where the actual like stuff
Yeah.
is meant to be drilled in.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Little tick. Perfectly measured.
Cool. Yeah. Good. The boat is getting less habitable, but more organized by the day. Because of the way that construction on an interior space works.
Yeah.
But it is going well.
Are you going to
That's the
need to spend the night
third
at our place?
No.
No, it's just awkward. Sleeping for a while. It's the sleeping in a half unbuilt room.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I've been there.
Yeah, recently as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can relate to this specific remodeling scenario.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Cool. So, any other scenes that happen on the third day of construction?
Am I ever alone
I think
with Willow at some point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just gonna say I imagined a Luca conversation.
Yeah.
Probably while we're
Okay.
you're setting
You
up
first.
hammocks.
Okay. I'm going to check in on their emotional state again.
Damn. Okay. I don't think. Oh, that's as high as I can go anyway. So never mind.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Probably in the middle of stringing stuff up, Willow out of nowhere is going to ask, "What did Damon tell you
When?
at all?" It seems he's been having long-winded conversations with everyone.
What did Damon tell me? He's spoken to me a
Well-
lot, actually.
I made a list, Sarah,
Yes.
if
Yeah.
you'd like to reference it.
Yes, please give me the list.
It's in the archive of our Discord.
Yeah. It's
Damon's individual knowledge. Nice.
Okay. Just think, I made
our blessing.
Here's one I
made
prepared
bullet
earlier.
points for us.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what would you like to know?
What he told you.
Well, he told me he thinks you don't like him very much.
Does he tell everyone that?
I think you've given an impression. You've left a very negative impression.
Willow like
Do you
visibly
just
slumps.
like him? I guess it's hard to say, because if you don't know him.
Exactly.
What's the Willow? 611? 401?
Pardon?
The Willow information.
Oh,
What's Willow's opinion?
is Luca asking that?
Yeah.
He says Willow like Willow's not in the room. Like,
Oh, it's like, what is the
Yeah, I know.
Willow
What's
assessment
the Willow-
TM?
yeah, yeah. You didn't answer my question, unless he only said that.
He said a lot of stuff. I don't really know what you'd be interested in.
Are you protecting his information for a reason, or are you just Luca?
What does that mean?
I don't know. Sorry.
Let's just say it's not an insult. So,
Oh, Willow goes quiet.
oh, okay, it was an insult. All right. Well, we've said a lot of stuff. I don't know what you'd be interested in knowing. If you could point me in a direction.
Never mind, I suppose I don't know. Willow gets back to work.
Well, he would prefer it if you didn't dislike him. He's made that clear. Asked if I would put a good word in for him with you.
When?
When he pointed out that you don't like him. You didn't answer my question.
You didn't put in a good word for him.
Well, I don't know if I could yet.
So, you don't know whether the word is good?
Well, I don't know if I want to vouch for him yet. I don't know. I don't know who he is. You keep not answering my question, though. Should I stop asking?
I'll be honest, I forgot what it was.
Do you dislike him?
No, you were right. I don't know him.
Yeah. Well, he told me he's looking for people to work with him, and he's willing to pay their way insofar as they assist him. He needs someone with your skill set, and you seem to have caught his eye in that respect. Wants to meet some people in places. Get favors from the wealthy, I assume. But then he's wealthy, so I don't know how that functions.
If he wanted favors from the wealthy, he wouldn't be talking to...
Me, I know, I'm poor, okay? You can say it.
Not anymore, Scarlet Prince.
Those are not as many savings as they could be.
You know what I mean. Not anymore, Scarlet Prince, Slayer of Harpies.
Nah, just Luca. Luca with a K. And he's looking for someone that he lost. What's Willow's
Could you pass
vibe?
me that? They're going to. They slump like a lot, and then they change the subject and ask for you to pass them some tools.
All right. You know, I could help with this. Like, I could actually hammer the tools and stuff.
Sure. I suppose fish dogs marked to the notch. You can hang up this, and then Willow gives him like the thing that secures the rope of the hammock.
Yeah, the cleat.
Cleat.
Yes.
Cleat. Is he coming in clutch with the random obscure words for things that no regular
They're
person
not that
knows?
obscure. Yeah.
I don't know what a cleat is.
Well, it's those things on the bottom of your shoes. I'm kidding.
Isn't it the thing you sew into a skirt?
Close.
That's a pleat.
Yeah. No.
Wait,
cleat,
isn't it the thing that you chase when you're online? No, wait, that's clout. Isn't it the sound that a sheep makes? Wait, that's bleat. things at the end of your ankles? Wait, that's feet! Oh man, we just go on all day. Our best DM. Wait, that's Zeke. Huzzah! Everyone raise a glass.
Yay, Zeke.
Clink.
Cool,
The
cool.
sound glass makes? Wait, that's clink!
Oh my god.
All right.
So, fourth day, carpenter's
Wait, I was-
tools.
Still
Hmm?
talking,
Oh wait,
Hawk.
Luca's still saying, oh.
I was still talking.
Oh.
What is Willow's emotional state after that conversation?
Check it.
Make,
Did you
make
check
another
it?
insight check.
Okay, fine. 16.
Willow roll to contest.
Deception. Can Fishdog help me by distracting
Disgrace.
Luca with
No.
bright lights?
Nope.
Zeke? Fine.
Nope.
Willow seems burdened, and again, like they are working to outrun that thing that's making them slump and distant when you guys aren't directly talking to them.
How long have you had the boat?
Less than a year.
Wow. Did it cost a lot?
Technically,
free.
yes. You've been pouring a lot of money into this boat, but you got the boat itself for free in bad shape.
Yeah. Yes.
So you've been fixing it up as you go.
Yes. A gift from Bruno.
Ah. Wow.
Well, a project, I suppose.
It still sounds like a gift. You seem
It's a
like
gift.
you'd be remiss without a project.
Indeed.
What are you going to do with it after our little job?
Haven't thought that far ahead.
I thought you thought of everything.
Willow's just non-committal laugh and head down, working again.
The vibe's still sucky.
It is what it is. Neither here nor there.
A
you
bit
gonna paint
sucky,
it?
yeah.
It is a bit sucky, yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to paint it like your jacket? So everyone can know who's coming. When they see you on the horizon, they see the gaudy red and blue and orange.
Gaudy? Gaudy?
Gaudy!
Gaudy.
Gaudy! The gaudy scrap bucket. That sounds like a pub. I like your colors. They're very bright.
Don't call them gaudy.
But garish.
Garish. That's worse.
I'm joking. I like your colors. They're
To the
easy
point
to
you like
see.
gaudy. Scarlet Prince.
No. That's just me liking peaches. That's me liking fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, did you plan Cognot for like just the tournament?
Oh. Willow has that realization of like, yeah, no one's asked me about Cognot yet. Sorry, what was the question?
I'm sure Kat has asked, but off
yeah.
screen.
Not Luca, yeah. Not Luca or N yet.
Mhm.
Yeah. How did you just come up with that persona the day of the tournament?
Well, the day I signed up.
Did you have to audition as well?
Yeah.
Did you fight the Titan?
No.
Oh. Well, how'd yours go?
That was pretty pathetic, so I had to pay my way in.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were
Flashback
thrilled to
to-
fight.
Huh?
I'm gonna say quick flashback to Willow auditioning at the belly of the beast. They kept trying to hit the coach and had a hard time of it. And back to present day.
Well, I thought you were thrilled to fight.
I had
It's
to
nice to
redeem
do it.
myself.
Not on the beach. I assume that's why you
I thought you were
slipped.
going to bring that up.
How long have you been a swordsman, Sir Willow?
You have so many questions today.
I'm only 5 years old. I need to learn.
If you're trying to improve the mood, I've already laughed a few times, so you can...
Who said I was trying to improve the mood?
General perception.
You didn't roll for that.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, I still wouldn't mind knowing about you, but I know that you don't share all that much.
A few years. I can't remember the exact time I picked up a sword, but I've still got it, apparently.
When we're not on the beach.
Yes, when we're not on the beach.
So next time we spar, if we ever spar again, I will let you trip me over and you can redeem yourself.
I don't need you to let me.
All right, then you can make me. And that is a callback.
Yeah.
Purposefully.
Yeah, Willow puts their head down. The face that Luca didn't see when they were behind the mask. They look a bit sheepish, their ears flicky beneath their bandana, and they are smiling nevertheless, but it's very very like they probably are squatting on the floor at this time. And they like just gently rotate so their back is facing Luca.
Flustered.
Well,
Cat pops in with, "Are you two flirting in here again?"
we don't flirt. What are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
You need to take care of your cat.
How many
Speaking
conversations
nonsense.
did I miss out on?
Well, you're not going to be there for every conversation people have, Willow. People talk when you disappear.
Yeah, you're not the main character here.
Yeah, that's cat, obviously.
Obviously.
Thank you. I will take my title as captain. Also, I need more work.
Okay. Willow's going to dust their hands and
and
rise
we
and
continue.
give Cat more work. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that was the third day. Shall we move on to the fourth?
Yes.
When are you guys going to write that letter?
Now might be a good time. Halfway through
Now might be a good time.
general work.
I think because, Willow would also have a general impression of when the boat's getting done, and that's when we would write the letter.
You're doing
today's-
pretty well.
Yeah. Today's
Correct me
focus
if I'm
is
wrong. Oh, sorry.
our captain. No, yeah, go.
But after we've done all the like physical building, we then have to do like the polishing and varnishing and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I mean, some
I feel
things
like
are happening in tandem, so like
yeah.
Mm.
I imagine
the
once all
outside
of
of
the
the boat
actual
can be. Yeah.
construction is completed, that's when we start doing like bookkeeping, because that's when the physical labor tapers off a little bit. Painting is
Yeah.
still hard, but it's not as hard as building.
Yeah.
Well, the main thing is that all of the sawing and the dust and all that needs to be dealt with before we start varnishing or anything like that. So
Yeah.
there will be like a
Yeah.
midway clean polish, and then like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll start the day with a letter.
Okay.
Yeah. Toss it around the
And
table.
Probably more to the point, you guys show up and Willow's not in their work gear, they're in their I guess. Wait. Rah! Sorry, random indecisive moment. Yeah, let's put them in their work gear, never mind.
Why do you tease us like that? Sorry.
So
Cruel.
Willow is I think Willow and Kat are having like a slow late breakfast after several days of like pretty hard work. You're taking it a little more easy this morning.
And I bring breakfast and we have breakfast on the beach.
Why not?
We can write a letter on the beach.
Oh no.
So that the scent of the sea air is in the letter,
Ugh.
and Varys feels nostalgic, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the water.
Okay, brilliant as that idea is, I think Willow's gonna just take the table out to the
On the deck.
on the deck where they had tea with Elsa, facing the
Yeah.
beach.
Ah, okay.
So at the
Okay.
Yes.
at the bow, and we can have breakfast, but we're not writing the letter while we're having breakfast because then we'll get crumbs on it.
Yes.
No, but we can like
After.
Unless Anne
plan
wants
it.
to
Take some notes.
Actually, yeah, okay. Can I suggest? Wait, N has like book for doing notes, and Willow is pacing and chatting about what should go on the letter,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
Luca and Kat are just eating.
I'd say that
And adding
N has Willow's
Yeah.
notebook, the one that Willow gave N, and that's the one they're
Aw.
taking notes in.
Aw, cute.
Not that it matters, but Luca brought a fruity breakfast today.
He
No,
always
matters.
brings a fruity breakfast.
Yeah.
By merit of being free.
Yeah.
Like fruit sandwiches or something.
Ooh, nice.
Yum.
Nice.
Okay. Well, Willow's eating one
Cool.
of those while they pace around and look at the ocean and
Mhm.
think.
Yeah.
So they're going to talk to N. Dearest? No,
To
dear.
my dearest,
Ugh,
beloved
Luca.
Captain Varys.
Stop it.
Let Willow
I'm
think.
Cat chimes in
mimicking
with-
Willow's voice.
Ugh.
Cat chimes in with, "Isn't it honorable?"
Oh, that makes sense. To my most honorable beloved Captain Varys.
Leave the beloveds out of it.
Mm.
Don't write that down. Looking at N.
I'm not.
I look at Em like I'm insulted and offended and affronted, and I got all those words combined in my brain now.
I'm affronted.
As fronted.
As fronted. They're
Yep.
called boobs.
Stop it! Willow looks at Kat and says, "So you're honorable, Captain Varys Greenleaf."
To
How about
the
just honorable Captain Greenleaf, like a summons?
Yeah.
What did Ryger call him?
How would I know?
You were there.
I didn't read his letter.
Sorry. Cat like wiggles a finger in her ear. What?
Oh,
Oh,
Luca.
we went with Varys to meet High Prince Ryger briefly.
You
Not
meet him.
not in
met?
person.
We didn't meet him.
Not in
Not in
person.
person.
Not
Not
in
in
person.
person.
We were invited to Varys's hearing, and through tomes.
What was the
So-
house name?
What?
Zeke.
Civis. House
Civis.
Civis.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Cat's like, sorry, who are you talking about? Like a sea dragon? Like a sea dragon captain? You're just gonna call a sea dragon captain?
He's retired.
Well, he's
We've had dinner with him, Kat. It's that guy. Him. That's
Secret
What?
Elsa's nephew.
no.
Why don't you
okay.
tell me these things?
Because it wasn't important at the time.
Yeah, Willow, why don't you tell her these things?
Okay.
She's the main character.
Oh,
She's the main character. She can find out on her own.
My
See?
God.
All right, this is the big reveal scene.
You guys are so annoying.
It's not
So,
important. Either way.
Ex sea dragon, but
We don't
hearing, did
get
he
to-
commit a crime?
I mean, he might still be a sea dragon. He's just not
he's
active. So maybe
It's
not
a
an ex,
complicated
like a.
situation.
Mm.
He hasn't been out at sea for a while.
He was briefly
Okay.
indisposed.
we don't need to go into the details, especially if he
Mm.
agrees to come aboard the boat, then we don't all need to be, privy to his
Well, I wasn't going to
everything.
tell her specifics. Just that he was unable to captain for a little bit,
Okay.
and now he can. So he might be.
potentially.
Huh?
That's what this
Yeah.
letter's about.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll
Cool.
depend on what happens when he and Ryga meet up. Sorry, High Prince.
Ugh.
Next month.
So, on behalf of the odds and ends, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Kat is
Mercenary
like
group.
massaging her temples, like
Can I pat her hair like I'm gently trying to comfort her?
I hope she slaps you. I
you
hope she
you
slaps your
can,
hand.
but she will like directly smack you in the tummy.
I will accept this. I will take my pain.
Me trying to scribe 2N while you guys are just slapping each other in the background, I swear.
A couple toddlers.
Yeah. Would like to request your skills and experience. To join our voyage in your capacity as a captain. Does that sound?
Yeah. Sounds fine to me.
Okay, well, the conditions, no. No. The details, no. The
And starts writing, crosses it out, starts writing, crosses it out.
the the circumstances is good, of our voyage are as follows. In brief, harpies, etc., leave a line.
And writing the words, etc., etc.
This is notes. This is drafting.
Yes.
If you are willing, please visit the. No, if you are willing, please respond to. No, if you are willing, please.
Send correspondence to the Nodding Poppy.
Send a correspondence to the poppy. Okay. Yes. I don't have a mailbox. So, if you are willing, please send correspondence to the poppy by the. When will we finish this? By the 19th. 18th. 17th.
18th? Just in case.
We need to have the actual conversation with him. He will want to lay out his conditions and his parameters and circumstances.
What if there's what if there are delays in the mail, people?
Or visit, Willow says to N.
Mhm.
Or I don't. Anyway, if unwilling, we will take your silence as a no. Best regards. The scrap bucket.
And gives Willow like a look with raised eyebrows, like, you sure? Is that what you really want to say?
I don't know. It's
Why not just our very legitimate names that we use to sign up as the mercenary group?
we don't need paper trails of that.
The scrap
So
bucket
just-
works. It's a callback.
That's true. It's nondescript, but if Varys loves us, he will know what it means.
If she better, he's the one who called it
Making
that.
a face in the background at Luca's loves us comment.
What was that, N?
Just saying he better remember it, he's the one who said it.
Exactly. Lost it.
Oh, what? He called this a scrap bucket? That's mean.
Is it not
Yes.
accurate?
Right? Luca.
Oh.
There's
Right?
worse.
I mean,
asshole.
There's better too.
Same could be said about your
Is
arm.
Cat being serious? Oh,
I'm gonna. Can I like ruffle En's hair? Do they seem okay with that?
M's actually
Give
been
him,
a bit odd, so they probably flinch when Luca reaches for them.
Oh, then he won't touch them. Can I check on them? Yeah.
They've been a bit distracted. Like, they've been into the work,
listen.
like zoning out into the work a lot, so it's been hard to notice.
Test.
oh
Damn
my
it!
god!
N's fine. They just seem a little jumpy because they were so into writing these,
No, you just caught them. You just hit them from their blind spot, basically.
They've been zoning out into these
Okay.
tasks a lot, and just seem to be getting into it and easily getting lost in thought, and this is no different.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and also I suppose if he refuses, and he can just come and join and look at the boat, but that doesn't probably need to go into the letter. Sort of defeats the whole purpose of it being official.
I mean, I could
You done
always
this
sneak
before?
up to his mailbox, slip it in, and I could be someone else. He will never know. If we're worried about postage.
You can hand deliver it to his letterbox.
Yes.
You can play the bugle.
What's a bugle?
Kind of trumpet.
Never mind.
Oh, I was joking. Luca was joking. Sarah was joking. Everyone was joking.
Hard to tell.
This is exactly what Willow meant by, or is it just Luca? Is that an insult?
Have you done this before, Willow? Summoned a captain? Been an official person who writes letters?
Is it obvious?
I doubt it, otherwise
Right.
she wouldn't suck at it so much.
Thank you, Cats. Wow, you're really full of kindness today. Thank you.
Everyone's
Look,
so mean
you
to
have
you.
many strengths. You have built this entire boat all by yourself, mostly, with some, helping hands. But let's face it, everybody has their strengths and weaknesses, and talking is
Social
one of your
interaction
weaknesses.
is lacking a little bit.
I look at Luca now like they've both said something. What are you going to say? Willow looking
They
kind of
do
scorned at
okay.
the edge of their boat. Their ears are down.
I think they do okay.
They're good. They're good
I've
at
met
thinking.
worse.
Oh, absolutely.
That's not... Well, yeah. Yeah, I guess, but that...
There's better too,
Oh, whatever,
right?
I'm digging my own grave.
There's
yeah.
worse. There's better
Exactly.
too.
Yeah.
Willow's just deflating on the side of the boat, looking between you guys, just like criticizing them in front of them. In any case, and if you were feeling so inclined, you could also make a letterhead, I suppose.
Yeah, I can
Or I
do
could
that.
get a
I
wax
think
seal
I will
made.
deliver it. I need to go to Wrinkleport.
Why do you need to go to
For what?
Regalport? Well, now I have to come with you.
No, you're not allowed.
I think I beg to differ.
It's secret from everyone. Sorry.
Are you going to talk to Damon?
Actually, we should discuss that, shouldn't we?
No, I'm actually going to go speak to Damon. Willow
think
immediately
we-
massages their head like they just gave themselves a headache.
We all should probably speak to Damon as a team, since that's what he's interested in.
Old guy?
Tall guy.
Tall
He
guy.
was interested in the
Big
harpy
sword.
job. We just need to touch
what?
base about it. Maybe.
I'm getting kind of concerned that I am being left out of a lot of the professional side of our work.
Weren't you there when
Well,
he was expressed interest?
No?
I thought she was.
Yeah, wasn't
one of the
she-
dinners we
yeah.
had, like when we had pizza.
Yeah, she was there.
I thought he was joking.
Oh,
Well, he's brought it up more, so clearly not.
Oh.
Nothing's set in stone.
maybe.
But
Maybe you and Willow have bad social graces.
No.
Okay, I'm not great. I'm better.
Cat's good.
Thank you.
You're all fine.
Well, Kat, if you are uncomfortable with the idea of him participating, you're more than welcome to say. You have
I just
seniority
didn't know
after
that he
all.
wanted seniority. Wow. Okay. Uh,
You're the captain
I mean,
and the main character.
Okay.
okay.
And the second prettiest.
I
Anyway,
like to think of myself as handsome. Anyway.
Okay. The second most handsome.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I just didn't know that there was talk of more people other than whoever you were going to hire as a captain. And I'm assuming it's not Tall Guy. Damon, whatever. No, didn't think so.
Maybe if
Okay.
the mast breaks, you can hold the sail in the wind.
you can be the sail with that coat.
Yeah. Real flashy.
Put him on the front
Yeah,
of
the
the boat.
harpies will see us coming from a mile off.
And we'll attack him, and then we can snipe him.
Can I, see if I can figure out why Willow hasn't told Kat? Can I just...
Just hasn't come up, probably. And Willow doesn't want to talk about
Yes.
Damon. Willow hardly wants to talk about Damon with us.
Reasons.
Okay.
Willow is standing.
It's probably not that
leaning,
deep.
Yeah.
Willow's leaning on the side of their boat now, though, and thinking because you guys, for reasons.
Well, I won't throw Willow under the bus by saying I assumed they would have told you to Kat. Can I just check on Willow since they seem to be spacing out?
Sure.
Sure.
A lot of stuff's been happening over the week. I'm gonna say to Kat, it's just the flow of information, you know.
Yeah, I just
Sorry
I
to
just want to
leave
be
you.
kept in the loop is all.
Yeah, of course. Sorry. It's all kind of fallen in the between the cracks, you know. But we're telling you now.
Yeah, it happens.
Nothing's been
Yeah.
set in stone anyway, so like, better now than him showing up and that being when you find out, right?
Yeah, that would be annoying
Mm-hmm.
in like a bad way.
Yeah. Anyway.
You guys are
How's
mostly
Willow?
annoying in a funny way.
Oh, sorry. Mostly. I think I get you in the annoying way sometimes.
Hey, come on, don't count me out.
We can all annoy Kat.
She's the main character. It's her job.
Yeah, and you're all of my clowns.
Your entourage.
Absolutely.
Except for
How's
Willow,
Willow?
obviously, who is chief advisor.
Second in command.
Yeah.
How is
How is
Willow?
Willow?
I won the check. I get information. That's the rule.
Willow looks, since you guys were like, Willow said, I'm going to go speak to him. You guys were like, no, we should speak as a group, and now Willow's back to deep in thought, going in circles. They don't look like they want to talk with you guys there.
Okay. Thank you.
Pat is just like making banter and
Yeah.
goofing around,
Yeah, En's been focusing
being
on
playfully antagonistic.
Kat. Yeah.
What was that, Rom?
En's basically just smoothing things over with Kat while Luca is
Yeah.
watching Willow.
Should we... Okay, here's a question for everyone. Is Captain Varys going to get a share of the gold?
I guess that will
Yes.
depend on his
You left-
conditions. I assume. Yes.
Should we write that
Conditions.
down?
Conditions.
Entice him with the possibility of money?
Isn't he
That's
getting paid by
part of the
Ryger?
etc.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm just saying he might not have an interest in the gold. I wasn't saying he's not welcome to it.
We will offer it anyway, and if we're inviting him
Yes.
on as a captain, then he should technically get more. So if he does, I will take it out of my portion.
How much more? Is that a pirate thing?
I think it's a captain
yeah.
thing.
Wow,
I
you
guess.
really aren't from around here, huh?
Nope.
No, I'm from the middle of the continent.
How'd you get all the way out here? Damn.
Lots of hitchhiking.
He ran
I ran so far away.
really fast.
You know, I could see this guy swimming across the ocean.
Oh,
still
we
have
don't
to
even know
figure
if
out
I could swim yet.
Yeah, let's put everyone help me push Luca off the boat right now.
Okay, I stand up and I start walking towards the edge of the boat.
God.
Wait,
Okay.
did he just say out loud he doesn't know if he can swim?
Yes.
Willow's going to
Never
I
tried.
don't know if you can swim and we're about to go on a boat?
We know this.
Well, I assume you can save me if I fall off.
I'm not good. Okay, hard cut. We're at the edge of the beach now.
Yes.
Yeah. Snatch cut. Luca stripped down to like swimwear.
Yeah. Okay, the first time y'all see Luca without his clothes, I will be in my shorts and my undershirt, I suppose.
Yep. Don't need to make things harder by making you swim in armor the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, clap my hands together. What do I do?
Can we just
Walk
push him in?
into the water.
Can we
And
push him in?
Yeah.
Let's
you say what
collectively
I do,
try.
and Willow
Physically
just
move
pushes
me.
him.
Let's
Yeah.
collectively try to push him in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of us make a strength check.
What do I have to
Together.
can I contest it?
Yes. You can make an athletics check.
Oh.
Cat's really in it to win it.
Oh,
Wait. All three heave together and shove Luca
So
into
I
the
just go
surf.
face first into the surf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You are probably like knee deep in water, and then like everybody runs up behind you and like shoves together.
Wait, could he be on the edge of the dock so that it's like a jetty jump? So
Sure.
it's deeper water. Yeah. there you
Yeah.
go. I would really love if Bruno was seeing this from a distance with no context.
What,
Or someone.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Beautiful, nailed it. Oh. So yeah, how's Luca doing in that ocean?
Zeke,
Make
can
an
I swim?
athletics check. Make an athletics check.
Okay, yeah, I'm alright.
Yes, you can swim quite well, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at him go.
Oh well,
He really did swim all the way
that's a
here.
relief. That's a relief. I didn't have any way to get him back up.
Yeah, if he fell in the water, then we'd just have to abandon him, I guess. But he can swim, so it's fine.
I just kind of assumed he'd float.
That hollow head and all.
Oh, that what you're thinking?
Kat
Luca's
is like
just
dangling her feet off the dock and like leans down and cups a handful of water and squirts Luca right in the face as he swims towards you.
Can I grab her feet and pull her in?
You could try.
Okay. What am I athletics again?
Yeah. Nope.
Damn it!
Kat wiggles her way out and splashes you straight in the face. You're gonna have to wake up earlier in the morning to catch me.
Oh, I'm going to, woman.
Yeah,
Can Willow shove her
not
in?
gonna happen. Look and try.
I'm going to try and shove her in. Strength?
Athletics check.
Athletics.
Yeah.
What's your best one? You don't have many
Same.
of those.
They're both the same. Can Fish Dog help me?
Can N help you? Oh!
Yes!
Not
Willow
expecting
just-
it.
Oh no.
You managed to sneak up on Kat, and because she was not expecting you to shove her in. You manage to shove her in, and she goes tumbling into the water. However, she is also a pretty adept swimmer, so...
Yeah. Willow does it with their boot because Kat's sitting on the edge, and then when she's like, ha 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 to Luca, Willow just like puts their boot against her back and kicks.
Oh god. Ow!
Not a kick, but like a shove with their foot.
Yeah.
Like they're just sliding her off the edge of the jetty.
Push kicked off the jetty.
Are you two gonna join us?
Can I
I think Kat is gonna clamber up and try and drag Willow down.
Willow's going to be after kicking you, Willow stepped all the way back, so it's scary though.
What magic do I have that I can use in this situation?
I also want to catch N and say something while we're alone and they are fighting, frenzying in the ocean.
N's probably standing back too, away from the edge, so
Yeah.
if you both are, yeah.
You can try
speak?
before Kat comes
Comes back.
for you.
Comes up for me, yeah. So
Cat
while
comes
Luca
back.
and Kat are wrestling in the water,
Yeah.
Willow's going to, like, after laughing, look to N and say, I'm going to go speak to Damon alone.
And nods. You don't.
Cool.
well,
And then Kat
I think
comes-
N's going to message. Well, like I can be there as backup. I don't have to speak to him.
Willow just shakes their head, like they're not concerned with it, but also that they're not going to stop you. But also they don't want you there,
And
physically,
nods.
like in the same room or listening. They don't say that too, but it's just kind of the impression you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I want
and
to try
then
and
Kat
cast
comes
command on.
Oh.
charging out. Oh, good.
Oh my god, scary.
Make a wisdom saving throw, Willow.
Oh shit! This is never gonna work for me. I'm just gonna stop using it.
No, you keep using it. One day it'll work and it'll be hot. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But not on me.
Yeah. It just won't work on Willow. who-
Willow's got high wisdom, so
yeah.
you have to catch people that have lesser wisdoms.
So, Luca, describe what it looks like when you cast command. When you try to command Willow to get into the water.
I have a cut on my thumb now from cutting it open so much, so I just kind of bite that cut open and then slide the blood across my lips and say walk, intending for them to walk right off the jetty.
Crickets! You hear crickets and Willow looking at you like, no.
It's like
God damn it.
our message conversation short circuits, and then Willow whips around and looks at Luca.
Yeah, you feel like a brief touch of magic from Luca, and then it's like it slips right off you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Willow grins at him.
Kat is coming for you.
I want to come for them now too.
Oh my god.
Make a contest. Acrobatics or athletics, Willow.
Jump out the way.
You slip out of her grasp, and it just like turns into a game of tag.
And gives
You just
Willow,
have fun for a while.
gives Willow a little salute and then like runs off the dock before they get grabbed. Like abandons Willow there between Luca and Kat.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Cool. So, N spends the 4th day writing the letter. The rest of you are just kind of goofing around. And then you probably also continue doing like some basic carpentry work as you start restructuring stuff.
Yeah.
Luca
knows how to
does it
sew?
in his undies.
Yeah.
Far out. Sorry, I keep imagining Bruno going past and seeing like Luca in his underwear on Willow's boat just like sewing something, and it's like, what? Damp young man on Willow's boat just inexplicably doing something menial.
Okay. Bruno
God.
sees that. Bruno keeps walking past. Good for them.
This is why I don't have children anymore.
Stop. We don't know anything about Bruno.
You really
But we do have an
We need
elaborate
to-
headcanon.
It's all headcanons.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Bruno.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So next day?
Anyway,
Yeah, next day.
are we doing next day or evening? Anything happening
good
on the evening of the
question.
fourth night?
No.
Should Willow go now?
You tell me.
Are they wet? That's the question.
They're
You
not
can
going to go
dry
away.
off instantly.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think N would have probably given
Ah.
Willow Damon's sweet number. Just, I know you're going to do this,
Yeah.
so you're not wandering blind here.
Well, I have noticed that Willow was planning some shit. Is there any way I could have noticed?
I don't know. I'm mainly
Probably not.
considering, is there a way to get to the ferry? Like, to Regalport?
Your
Yeah.
horse.
In what way?
Like, when does the ferry stop working?
Oh, it stops in the
Taking passengers.
evening. Yeah, it stops.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, in the evening. It's like it depends on the day of the week, really, but like I would say the last ride is at like 9 p.m.
Oh, damn. Okay, then I think Willow will go after they send you guys home. Oh, God, they're so no. Man, will they go? What do I do? Oh.
Word of God, will I have noticed, or is there any way I could have noticed?
Make an insight check, I guess.
I don't even think Willow knows their plans, so I'm not sure how you would.
Okay.
Yeah, I
All
feel
right.
like it's too
Well,
wishy-washy for what could have picked up on,
Yeah,
honestly.
Willow's being
Okay.
too indecisive to really.
That's fair. That's fair.
Literally,
Plans
this is one of their,
unclear.
like... Yeah, this
Whims.
is one of their, like, weird walks around. Probably, I
Mhm.
don't know, maybe Cat's, like, either napping or talking with someone else. I don't know. But, like, Willow's
Yeah,
doing their walk
Kat
where they're, like...
sometimes spends evenings with the rest of her crew from the Jenny.
Yeah.
Like they don't.
Maybe it's one of
She
those
doesn't
nights.
always sleep over at Willow's place either. Sometimes she just like will take a night off or two. But,
Well,
yeah.
I would want to stay with Willow if Cat is leaving. Like, just hang out with them for
Why?
as long as possible. Because I feel bad for them.
I think Willow's going to at least make it seem like they're turning in for the night so that you go home because they are
Okay.
restless-minded.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll probably encourage Luca, like, they're tired, like, Anne's tired, and wants to go home.
Okay.
With your assistance. Yeah, Willow's going to do one of their walks around Salvage that keeps stopping at the road off to the ferry. And they're like, pace up, pace back down. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. I should go now. And then, like, I think they're going to go, I guess.
Okay.
God, they
Okay.
might as well just run there. They got so much, like, nervous
Like
energy.
Luca across Corvair.
Yeah, maybe.
Put you back into it, honey.
Cool. So you head into Regalport late at night. This
Oh my
is the
God.
last ferry. So
How am I getting home? Willow didn't think of this.
Yeah.
Halfway there, they're like, nah. Wait, can they come on the 8 p.m. ferry instead? So there's maybe a chance of coming back on ferry?
do you really think Willow has the foresight for that?
No, but I also imagine 8 p.m. in general. I still think that
Okay.
I still don't know if there are boats back to Salvage. It doesn't make sense for a ferry to dock at Salvage. So it still might be...
The ferry person that runs the ferry between Regalport and Salvage lives in Salvage.
Oh, lovely. Okay, well then maybe, but I don't think Willow thought of that. The main reason I think 8 is because after 8, Willow would be like, it's too late, that's rude, and then I'm like, not go. So
Okay. Yeah.
there's 7:38 margin.
Okay. Yeah. Then you head over in the evening rather than
Yep.
night. Sure. Cool. So yes, you arrive at Regalport in the evening.
Yes.
And told
Dark
you
enough.
which. Yeah, dark enough. Yeah, the days are slowly getting a little bit longer. The sun now sets at a reasonable hour instead of at like fucking 4 p.m. European woes.
Yeah, resentful German noises. Sorry about your sky, bro.
Yeah. Yes.
I
Yeah.
saw
And told you.
Oh, sorry. I
Not
saw a
now.
map the other day, and it's like people in Europe get half the amount of sun as the rest of the world. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Rip.
Oh,
Illy.
I already live there.
You live like this?
Didn't used to. Anyway, and told you which golden dragon Damon is in. It is probably the one, or like there are a few. Let me go look. It's probably one close to the pirate exchange. So it's a relatively busy area. There's plenty of travelers that pass through this area. So yeah.
Willow's feeling even more nervous as a result.
Mhm.
But they are speeding ahead, power walking ahead, the hands in their pockets.
Mhm.
And we'll go to the inn, I guess. Can I do a perception
Yep.
check just to make sure? My paranoid perception check.
Yep, go for it. He is not downstairs, but everything seems normal.
Okay. Willow will approach the front desk, I suppose. Oh, wait, no. Did N just give them the suite number?
Yep.
Yep,
Can Willow just walk through?
yeah. If you walk
Okay,
with
Willow's
purpose,
just gonna
then
walk
nobody will
past.
stop you. Yeah.
Yeah, Willow's walking like they live here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Goes directly
You-
to his room. Oh. They're
You
doing the
head
Willow
up
brain
to
hesitation too.
yeah. You head up to the second floor and room number 203. Second floor, third room.
Takes Willow like a minute of winding up. Oh, please don't answer the door. Yeah, they knock hard.
Okay. Here's a momentary pause, and then the door opens, and Damon is standing there. And he sort of blinks in surprise. Hey, to what do I owe the pleasure?
What are his vibes?
Surprised to see you.
Oh, that's obvious. Willow just goes quiet, like dead quiet, standing very stiffly and awkwardly in the hallway. Is he just staring?
He's kind of looking down the hallway a little bit, see if there's anybody around. But mostly he's just standing in the doorway of his room, looking kind of confused.
Yeah, I would be too. That's fair. We have some things to clear up.
Okay.
Are you busy?
Not especially.
So no?
Yeah, I've got time.
Okay. Then Willow's looking around. They don't really know what they plan to do.
Is this a hallway conversation, or is this behind closed
No.
doors? Right. Well, one moment, please. He closes the door briefly. You hear the sound of things being put away, straightened up. And then he opens the door back open again and waves you in. It's a
Willow
it's a
standing like
medium
further
sized.
down the. Sorry. Willow standing further down the hallway than when he closed the door, like they were thinking of leaving while the door was closed. But they sidestep back. Carry on.
It is a moderately sized room. It's like pretty nice. It's not like lavish, but it's like a very nice hotel room. Looks relatively clean. There are obviously like signs of it being lived in, like the bed has been used and so on. There's remnants of a meal on a table, and there is a balcony. So
Cool.
Damon
Willow's going to leave.
sits on the bed.
Oh, nice. Willow's going to leave Fish Dog outside.
Okay.
I don't know how they would have made that covert. Probably Fish Dog is just kind of like latched to the ceiling inexplicably. He's like, whoop, up there. Yeah. And he's just kind of chilling there. Basically, Willow's little scout to make sure that they, if they die, that Fish Dog can go home. But anyway, okay, yeah, Willow walks in and I assume will sit at a desk chair.
Yeah, there's a chair there.
Yeah, they don't look like they want to sit, but they are forcing themselves to sit and face him.
I don't know what you're here for. Wasn't expecting this, to be honest.
Yes, well, I have I've heard from two of the other two. I've heard from the En and Luca that sorry, Willow's gonna take a breath. Apparently you're under the impression that I hate you?
Am I wrong?
Yes.
He raises his eyebrows and elaborate.
Well, I don't know you, so why would I?
Oh, you might not hate me specifically. Yeah, sure, you don't know who I am. Fine, that's fine. But it seems like, you sure don't like me, and you sure don't like the things that I, probably remind you of.
Am I supposed to know you? Or are you just speaking in the nebulous sense of your surname?
Yeah, surname. What I look like.
That's
I'm
not
from.
enough reason to dislike you, obviously.
Fact that I, bought that precious little bird that you gave me back with the same song anyway.
That was
Plus
part
some
of my
upgrades.
conditions. Is there an issue with the upgrades I can fix? I can return it back to what it was if there is an issue.
Oh. No. It's perfectly fine the way it is.
Well, to clear the air, I do not dislike you, especially not for the reasons you mentioned. I am...
Oh, so the fact that I'm a big, billboard of a Syrian survivor, displaced nobility and all that, not an issue. He gives you sort of a bit of a mean smile.
Okay, Willow gives a face like they are briefly that the first moment of like I shouldn't have come here, regret kind of like over their face, and then settles into like a matching the and not with a grin this time. They look just kind of like done with that, whatever he just implied. What do you know about me?
I know that you used to be a student at Kenneth, and you signed up under the name Willow Jenkins.
And
I know that you're real fucking talented, and I know that you spent a little time as under different aliases as a bit of a saboteur, but that's about it.
how'd you learn all of this?
I was on the fucking board for the school you went to. What do you think?
Okay, now Willow smiles. And how does that make you feel?
He shrugs. Thought it was a pretty lucky coincidence when I found a Siren-style little toy out here in the middle of fucking nowhere.
It is a lucky coincidence. You can understand why it doesn't seem very coincidental to me.
Exactly.
Nothing
So,
else aiding you?
I've not been sent by anybody to go find you.
There's no one... Say, you're carrying your title with a great deal of pride. Suppose you wouldn't be doing that unless you were okay with folks having opinions about you.
Oh yeah. But unless your friends really aren't your friends at all, you should know by now I'm looking for some people with some very particular skill sets to help me figure something out.
What is that something?
It's a bit of a nebulous problem at the moment, but it does involve quite a bit of travel and digging into some pretty deep mysteries.
Could you be any more specific, or maybe any less nondescript?
Well, that would be information for people who are willing to work with me.
I don't know if this is in your files, but I don't necessarily like working for the mysterious and the unknown. Hence why I left.
No, I thought that was less because of the mysteries and more because of the, arms dealing to all sides.
That as well. I suppose it's obvious.
Yeah, of course it's obvious. It's fucking Kenneth's main business.
I suppose it wasn't a mystery, too, that it was all going to go up in flames, so to speak. So.
Well, the war was not likely to end quietly the way it was heading in those last few years, no. But nobody expected it to go that way. Least of all Kenneth. Otherwise,
Yeah, well,
why the hell would they be scrambling to send people into that hellhole to find out what happened? Fact of the matter is, nobody knows what happened that day.
Is that what you're trying to find out?
It would certainly make my job easier, wouldn't it?
Willow's massaging their head.
But I don't think it's my connection to Kenneth exactly that, has your fur all up on edge. Well, that's probably part of it. Doesn't help my
You
case.
sound like you've come to plenty of conclusions on your own. Would you feel free to enlighten me?
Well, I think you're self-aware enough to see how you've behaved around me.
And?
Sure, I haven't been the nicest of guys, but I feel like being too nice wouldn't have helped my case either way. If somebody's being that kind to you, doesn't it feel like they want something from you?
Honestly, you smack of needing something from all of us, so whether you were kind or
Yeah.
unkind, would have gotten that impression eventually.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong. I do want something from you guys.
Mm.
What have they told you?
Both of them have led with that I hate you, so that was a strong stance.
He
You've
shrugs.
endeared Luca, though not as much as I think Luca is letting on, and scared N. So how do
Yeah,
you see
they're,
their eye?
Oh, that. He shrugs, gestures to the amulet he's wearing.
Can I Arcana check it or?
Yeah. It's a beautifully made piece of jewelry, but it does look like it would be the kind of thing to be enchanted. You can't tell from this distance and, like, from not handling it yourself what exactly it does, but yeah, it does seem like a magic item of some kind. And Damon says, I am in the business of handling pretty outlandish artifacts at times, so I like to know what I'm dealing with.
Willow looks back at him now, like head on. What else do you see?
Well, you've got some pretty fancy pockets, pretty fancy glasses. Don't know what they do other than, I don't know.
Look cool.
Sure. But like I said, even, just this exchange, I'm not exactly a neutral figure to you. And I feel like if I offered any help, well, you'd just smack my hand away.
Help. With what?
Oh, I don't know. What do you want?
What are you offering? What?
Well, it's kind of hard to make an offer if I don't know what people want, but hey, money can be exchanged for a lot of things in this world.
I
I also know some pretty good librarians that let me into the restricted section if you want information.
you're you're offering nebulously without
Yeah.
knowing what you're offering, and you're requesting nebulously without stating what you're requesting. Uh, Willard's looking
Well,
like physically agitated. Ugh.
okay. I'll make myself a little more clear. I would like to
Thank you.
travel the continent. Heading west, mostly. I don't
Yes.
know exactly where my journey will need to take me. I've got a few destinations in mind, but it's the kind of thing where you have to follow a lot of leads.
Pat, Willard's got like a full-blown headache. They're obviously massaging their head. They've given up on putting on airs in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
In such a way that it looks like he has given up in the sense of putting on certain airs as well. That's the vibe
Yep.
Willard's rolling off.
Mm-hmm. And what I'm looking for, while I can pay or compensate handsomely, I have resources after all. The thing I'm looking for is pretty personal. There's not much greater political ramifications to what I'm doing. Though some people wouldn't take it that way. And I don't blame people if they, have doubts about my motivations.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for someone that I lost. And I'm looking for people who can find that someone.
No, what are you looking for? For that person. You
A way to save him?
can
Way
they
to...
be?
That's the fucking question, isn't it? He gives you sort of a hard, sad look. Right in the eyes. Even if he
Willow
can't
looks like they're
see
gonna
through
be
your
sick.
glasses, you feel like he can see your eyes directly. Though his expression doesn't change necessarily looking at you. It's just for a second and then he looks away and stands up and walks to the balcony. If there's no way, then there's no way, but I'd like to exhaust my options first before I give up.
Willow looks sick. Not they're going to be sick.
Hey, I'm not gonna force anybody to do anything. That'd, compromise the situation a bit too much. So, he turns and gives Willow a look askance. You still saying that you don't hate me? You don't dread seeing me? Not all hate is simple distaste. Sometimes it's just fear.
Yeah, Willow's obviously freaking out quietly. Like heavy breathing, like sitting very rigidly still, and I think they've just like gripped their arms, like folded across their stomach, like.
Mm-hmm. Eamon sighs and shakes his head and heads out into the balcony and closes the door behind him. You are alone in this hotel room.
I don't know what to do. Ugh. Blah, 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 blah. Shit. Will's having like a fucking panic attack.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Why you shouldn't have gone alone?
Yeah, whoa.
Hey, is this really the time for I told you so's?
Yes.
You can get your breathing under control and
Okay.
not hyperventilate.
Yes. Okay. Willow's going to what's the word? Recover. Forcibly recover.
Force
Mhm.
reboot.
Yeah. Cold reset. Swallow down that feeling if they're gonna vomit and knock on the balcony and open it.
Yeah. Damon is just perched on the railing of the balcony and legs dangling off the edge, staring out over the city.
He's sitting on the balcony?
Yeah. He's sitting on the ledge with his legs over the balcony.
Gargoyle.
Totally comfortable.
Okay.
Very casual.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, okay. That's why Willow knocked, so that you don't get frightened off.
He turns his head.
Willow stands beside him and like grips the edge of the balcony like they are holding themselves in place. For reasons both related to observing you and because of your usefulness, general curiosity, and sympathy for the fact that you are unwell, our team would like to formally invite you to the Harpy mission.
That is very kind of you, however, I will have to decline the invitation.
Right, because of this interaction, presumably?
No.
No?
No.
Not entirely, or just no?
Not because of this interaction, specifically.
Well, at least I will feel better about that. I don't hate you.
But you are scared of me.
Yes. Obviously. But I would prefer if you knew that I did not hate you.
Maybe hate isn't the right word, but you can't stand to be around me.
Ugh.
Doesn't it fucking suck?
Yes.
Oh.
Willow pulls their hand through their hair and like briefly donks their head onto the balcony ledge. Why did you act that way at the nesting quail? What were you seeing at the nesting quail when you gave the bird back?
It's honestly pretty fucking simple. I was trying to be nice.
I'm going to inside check him.
Go ahead.
No, eat shit.
You can't see his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He's like turned away looking at the sky.
Well, that's a shame.
Thought I could, maybe appeal to your kindness, but that didn't work, obviously. And hey, while, Luca might be sympathetic to my plight as, lonely and, looking for something that I've lost, looking for someone. You and, Anne. Well, we just don't seem to get along, do we? Not anybody's fault. Disappointing. But guess I'm just here at the wrong time in the wrong place.
It's a long way down.
I've survived burst falls.
So have I.
He sort of glances at you.
I believe I've reached the end of useful conversation. I should
Who
probably
says
head out.
conversation also always has to be useful? Anyway. Yeah, you should probably head home soon. Last ferry's about to put out. Oh. Stick around, I guess. Till you finish the harpy job, because I have a feeling that... I don't know. Maybe it's a stupid hope.
Well, it looks like
whatever.
what? Well, it looks again like say it. Can I roll a persuasive look? Like, what? What do you mean?
You can ask the question out loud.
Insistent look. It doesn't want to talk anymore. What?
Maybe we could work together. That's all
Yes,
I'm
well-
hoping for.
It's not out of the question, because if it were, then I wouldn't be here, would I?
I don't know. Maybe he came here
No,
to
I'm
kill
telling
me.
you. Well, are you dead yet?
Damon pats himself down and is like, shrugs. Doesn't appear to be so.
Then evidently I'm not here to kill you. Similarly, I'm not dead yet. So you have that to your credit.
Bar's pretty fucking low, huh?
Bar's pretty fucking low, yes.
Well, don't let me keep you.
Sure. If you need me, you know where I live, and it appears that you do need me. So, possibly sometime during the week, Luca will come to visit you to appeal to your kindness, and then we as a team will come and visit you, and we will pretend that I did not ruin the chances. I didn't. I did not visit. They don't know anything. Ugh.
Right?
Yes?
Secret
And
safe with
maybe-
me.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to go. Out the door, not over the ledge, so thank you for conversation. Willow. Salutes? I don't even know what they're not even saluting, they're just gonna turn quickly.
Yeah. You turn and
And-
leave and exit.
Head out. Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah. Fish dog beat boops cautiously.
Mm-hmm. You are
and
able to
Willow
head
leaves.
back home. Yeah.
Willow's going the scenic route, they're gonna walk.
Okay. You walk all the way back to salvage.
Willow's going to stop in the flower fields and like just sit there for a bit with their head in their knees. And fish dog. They're just gonna sit in the grass.
Well, roll another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You have that breakdown now.
Uh-oh.
The one that you pushed back in the room where Damon was. You were
Yeah, I imagine
alone in
Willow's-
a field of flowers
Yeah.
and you cry your fucking eyes out.
Yeah, okay. I imagine Willow's walking pretty solidly for a bit and then just starts like buckling and has to sit down and breathe
Yeah.
and then stops and then starts crying. Fish
Yeah.
dog kind of bounces around
Yeah.
before nestling into Willow's lap as if it's trying to comfort them.
Yeah.
Uh,
You eventually stop crying and you walk the rest of the way home to salvage and you pass out in your bed.
nice.
We are on to the 5th day of repairs.
Yay!
Yay!
Should we end the session there?
I don't know if we can montage through a few more days of repairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can try. Willow, make another carpenter tools check with dexterity. Nice.
Get real
Nice.
into the work to bury the feelings. Run from the feelings, get into the work.
Bury the feels deep within.
Yep.
Stop it.
Anne's not going to say
Yeah.
anything, but can I do a small insight check on Willow?
Yeah.
Can I
Yes,
do
you
one?
may.
Because I've been doing them every day.
Yes.
Nope.
Damn.
Willow swings right back into work.
19. Tell me, what's Willow fucking feeling?
Worky.
Even
But
more.
there is something cold about them. I think there's something cold and distant about them when they work. They aren't like greeting you guys the way they did on the first day, and
Is it
they are
different?
not.
Oh, sorry.
Hmm? No, yeah, it's
Is it
different. It's a
noticeably
different kind
different?
of intensity.
Yeah, they
I think-
seem very motivated, but for different reasons.
Yeah. There's a kind of coldness that I think Luke is probably privy to now and sensitive to as well.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Ice cold
Cool.
even.
All right.
Turn up the music. Bury the feelings.
This is
Oh yeah. Yeah, the music's loud too.
Cool. Well, you have completed your first work week of well, ish. The fourth day was kind of a write-off.
Writing.
We got a little bit done.
A little bit.
You sent the letter off.
Yeah.
Did you send it? Did you finish it?
Yeah, I imagine and finished it the same day. Sent it off.
Yeah.
Luca actually wanted to go to Regalport, by the way. So
Oh, okay. Well,
Is he not showing up today?
what do we
then?
do now?
Is he gonna go to Regalport instead of coming to the boat, or stop by the boat and then swing off to Regalport, and we'll stay on the boat? Since
there's no rush, so he'll come by the boat.
Luca wants to be all secretive.
It's probably just sweeping and cleaning and polishing day. If N is helping, Willow would probably just kind of direct them to the paint or the varnish.
Yeah.
Probably varnish first. I
Yeah,
assume.
you do also like have
Oh, no.
to sweep between construction.
Yeah. And when
Stuff.
Luke is available, Willow will
Yeah.
probably just hand him a sledgehammer to go at the wall and break it.
Yeah.
The Luca probably gets there and there is one big sledgehammer mark there already, and then
Yeah.
just the sledgehammer leaned against the wall like Willow started. You know what? There's probably a sizable chunk taken out of that wall
Yeah.
by the time Luca gets there.
That's definitely not indicative of anything at all.
Let's say that Luca's 19 is the looking at the big hole in the wall and being like, huh. Skis.
I feel like Luca's a little bit more perceptive than needing a giant
kidding.
hole in the wall. Not much,
Yeah.
but a little bit.
I detect something a little awry here, looking at the giant like sledgehammer hole in the wall. Yeah, Willow half did it and will probably be like gesture to Luca and be like, oh, if you could finish that off, and then walk straight outside and continue working in faraway ways, standing on the roof, working on the mast.
Mm-hmm.
If I
Tying
make eye
lifelines.
contact with N, will they understand? Will N look like they know whatever's up with Willow? Does N know
No,
what's the
N
deal?
has no clue.
Okay.
And also
Okay.
seems distant
And-
and hot.
Far up.
Can I do an inside check on them?
You can try, Bucko.
Did you just call me fucko?
Bucko.
Bucko! Oh shit.
Yes!
Luca is on it today.
You are seeing
Ew.
Tell me your feelings!
En's just lost in thought as they do work.
You gotta give me more than that. I rolled a 20.
And
I rolled a
Luca's
natural
Yeah.
20.
and Luca has noticed, and now that Luca's thinking back, flashback, Breath of the Wild, zooming on his face.
Yeah. Yeah.
And has just been seeming kind of distant and easily lost in thought pretty much this whole week when they're not actively engaged in the group. Something seems to be
Joel
bugging
is-
them.
Yeah.
Everything's on your shoulders, Luca. Can I get them alone? Are we alone upstairs here?
Well, I imagine Willow's over there having another breakdown, and Anna's gonna be over here
Outside.
doing whatever task they've been given.
There are definitely opportunities for
Yep.
you to take them aside, whether in the evening or during the day.
Okay. Can
Who
I
would you
do
like
that,
to go
please?
after first?
Hang on.
N.
Great.
Okay. You catch
So,
Anna aside
I-
as you're like heading home for the day after a very vigorous day of carpentry aboard the Jenkins workshop.
Smash, smash, smash.
Are we having dinner in the workshop again?
Let me just say, Willow's not giving the impression that they want to have dinner as a group.
Yeah.
They are like looking like they want to work until they sleep.
Well, I'm gonna suggest that N and I go buy them dinner anyway, and we'll like drop it off,
Yeah.
but we won't stay.
I feel like even with my perception, and probably can tell Willow's just feeling distant, they just don't really know why. So
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
and N's base level of being able to understand people, hole in the wall, loud
Yeah.
music,
Mhm.
Willow's being distant. Okay, something happened. I don't have any clue what, but I'm just gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
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 It's just like, okay, that's the vibes are bad, but I don't know why. I will just let you. Maybe it's just that kind of day.
I'll just do my work. I'll just do
Slept
the work
funny.
you want me to do, and I'll just let it slide for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Kat is similarly like, okay, your vibes are off. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
do the work.
But yeah, I
I
think
also imagine
Call me
I
when
don't
you're
know.
not in a mood.
I can kind of imagine Kat is spending the day like elsewhere. I don't know, just because I keep imagining that she's not actually here. Mainly because I think Willow. I don't know. Who knows?
I can
maybe
imagine
she's
she
got
came and
Jenny
did
things
work,
happening?
and then she went off. Maybe.
Yeah.
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 I think
Anyway,
there was nothing more
okay.
to do as yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Anyway.
Yeah.
N is aware that there's something up with Willow, so they're quite amenable to the idea of bringing Willow food and then pissing off.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So that's our
Cool.
plan. So as we're
Okay.
walking to the quail, I am going to like casually lean into N and say, you know that since we're officially friends now, we had a ceremony and everything. You can tell me when something's on your mind.
Yeah. Damon knows about my eye.
Did you tell him?
No, he's known about it for a while. Probably figured it out through some other means.
That's impressive.
That's one word
That's a
for
very
it.
neutral statement. Yeah. It doesn't sound very impressive when Luca says it like that. Okay. What would you like to do about that?
I don't know. Ideally, I want to keep an eye on him, but I don't think that's an option.
Especially if he's not coming with us.
Yeah, who knows? He's told me no when I ran into him at Regoport, so...
Nodding. Well, doesn't have to be something to stress over. It could just be a passing fact.
One would hope.
Doesn't really seem like he's involved with a lot of...
He's a noble.
Well, fancy people. That... Is he?
Noble enough to have
Seems a bit-
money. He wants to make connections, I'm sure.
Could write him off completely, if you want.
Wish I could. But he's interested in us, so...
That might not be a bad thing.
Silver lining as always.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
If it is a bad thing, we'll deal with it. That's what we're going to do anyway, right?
No, I'll probably be dealing with a lot of bad things together, right?
Exactly.
Luca.
Hmm?
What would you do if I turned out to be a Kyber cursed creature?
Drugs.
It's a bad thing. Monsters?
What would you do if I was?
I think I have a bigger resume towards the possibility of taking that role than you do.
What do I know about that sort of thing, Zeke?
You know that Kyber is where monsters come from?
Mm.
Roll an Arcana check.
Oh, good. My best skill. -1 will really come in handy. Okay, not so bad.
Hey.
Too bad. Well, curses can be broken or dealt with in some way. Monsters, well, the traditional method of dealing with them is to kill them.
Let's call that Plan B.
Yeah.
Boy!
Or to seal away their powers and make them harmless in some way.
Is there, like... Would I have knowledge of if people have been cursed by Kyber? If that's a thing that routinely happens?
Not
and is dealt with?
routinely, but it does happen and people do deal with it.
Okay, cool. Back in.
It's
What?
varied, but you do know that, like, it's a case-by-case basis. Depends on the curse.
Okay. Well, I would think of it like my arm, you know? Something that you just have to learn to live with. But you can still live with it, right?
I guess that depends.
You've been living with it for this long.
Hasn't been this loud this long.
I give them like a questioning look.
It's obvious my magic is getting stronger. Means it's taking over more?
Does it?
Probably.
I get stronger, but that doesn't mean I have things taking me over. It just means I'm getting better at what I am doing. You might just be getting better at dealing with what's inside of you, so you can use it better.
No, that's what I would like to believe, but somebody told me that my eye is going to bloom one day, so...
I like flowers.
You like flowers that try to eat you, too, from what I recall.
Flowers don't have to be a bad thing.
Mine might be.
What was it she said? That you're a little flower pot?
I'm not sure those were the exact words, but that was the implication.
If a plant is in a pot, doesn't suit them, the plant usually dies off, right?
I suppose.
And the pot's usually fine. The soil is still fresh. Might need a little bit of turning before something else can grow there, but it's still soil. It's still a pot.
Well,
Even if there's a plant in it, it's still soil in a pot.
I appreciate your positive outlook. I just figured...
All I'm saying.
All you're saying?
If there is something that you think is wrong with you, I don't see that as the end of anything. Just something to grow around.
Mm. Yeah, well, considering what I promised you, I figured you might as well get an idea of what the future might hold.
I shrug a little bit. It's nice to have some idea of anything in the future.
Even if it means me turning into a monster.
Well, I'd try to stop it before that got that far. I can plan for it now. Make sure you stay the way you are, the way that I like you.
And reaches out and takes Luca's wrist and squeezes it.
Oh no, you're so strong.
Let's make sure Willow gets fed.
Yeah.
I think we'll end the episode there.